across my enemies.
Multiple times. Somebody can Gatling do it, but no, it's a strength weapon. It has to be mounted. It has to be augmented for use. You can increase your strength score by 2 due to the assistance of the armor.
No, all my main stats are 20.
Wasn't your strength already 20?
You said no, it was my dexterity.
Your dex is 20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah, increases your strength by 2. Gives you it.
What can I get for 2,200 credits?
A lot of alcohol?
I don't need alcohol. I've sworn off that shit. My first experience was really
damage do? Is it like...
I'm thinking of ways to how to have it work. So give me just a few minutes.
Okay. Would it be like your magic missile thing when you're an artificer?
Not quite that.
No, that was broken.
That was me abusing the system.
Yeah, that was.
Okay.
So a Gatling gun will probably be more like an area denial weapon. Because you can't precisely aim it very much, so it'd be more...
Unless you're taking, like, your bonus action to, like, aim it.
It would probably be cone-based attack.
Yeah. Could you take your bonus action to steady, and then just aim it that way? And, like, crouch down? So you wouldn't get any movement, but you just have to...
You're gonna have kickback either way on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, but you'd still be able to hit one target instead of a cone.
That's not gonna work.
Why would you want to hit one target instead of a cone?
If it's a giant mech.
Then that fills the cone pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So cone... How much damage in the cone?
2d8 to each target that takes 5... For each 5 foot square the target takes. So if it's a small target, it takes 3d8. If it's a medium target, it takes 3d8. If it's a large target, it takes 12d8. If it's huge, it takes... It's a fucking Gatling gun!
Well, you went from 3 to 8 to like 12, and I was like, 3, okay, it'll be like 6, 12, oh shit!
And then huge takes 4? Huge takes 48?
Huge is bigger.
Yeah.
But, no. Large is... Actually, I'm going to go 10.
I put large in...
Large 68, huge 88. There we go. That's better.
We're all large creatures. No, we're not. We're
all medium.
No, I'm not. Are you
large
kidding?
68, huge is 88, and that...
This one could even be considered a small creature.
Actually, 4'8" is the bottom of medium.
How tall are you?
You're not quite that short.
I am not quite that short. I am not quite that short.
How tall are you?
5 foot, even. Technically, almost 5 foot. I think I'm 5'1" now.
We need to find a shaking spell.
That's what was your size category 1 anyway.
And the further away your target is, the narrower the cone is.
So the cone would be like, what, 30 feet?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, like
up
burning
close, it's like that, and then far away, it's just basically a line.
So we were paid
burning hands are close?
2,000?
Yes.
Yeah, close will probably be like a...
You should be more than me. And I've got...
It has a 120 range, but the further away, the narrower the cone becomes. I'll just do it on per basis. Yeah. What I think is fair.
To be honest, not a lot. Yeah.
We're at 30 feet. Let's do like a normal...
And how many rounds do I have? Do I have to reload?
Honestly, I'm not worried about it.
So I don't have to reload?
You have a giant backpack of ammo.
You're in...
Okay, I don't have to reload.
What is he in?
Let's just say...
Powered armor?
Pretty much.
Let's just say... Let's give a number to how many rounds you can use it. You can use it for 2 minutes, which is 20 rounds. Mark down every round that you use your weapon. After 20 rounds of combat, or 2 minutes of straight combat,
it'll overheat.
You're out of ammo.
Plus
that's 2 minutes of going... If anything's still alive after that, you better have run.
No, I'll be the guy standing there shooting that. Run!
Well, there's our exit strategies.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
I think there's a narrow cone.
Take one for the team.
I totally would though.
Yeah, so
Die
it's like
again.
count.
Okay, so 15 foot.
Yeah.
They all gotta die sometime, and some of us sooner than
So
others.
15 foot, it'll be 2 cones. It'll be normal 15. At 30 feet, it's gonna go down to around 2, about 10 feet spread. And further than that, it's
Why am I being
one,
poked?
1 foot
Does it feel
spread.
like it?
1 5-foot square spread.
Okay.
So
Why
becomes
am I
line
an
spell
hourglass?
at probably 60.
Because I feel like it.
So
I was hesitating
215's 15.
because-
Past 15, so 15 to 30, it's a narrower cone, so it only
There you
met
go.
like 10
Yeah.
feet squares into a 15 foot square. And then at 60, it's a line. From,
I just put 30 plus.
I know I make it overcomplicated, but
It's okay. I wrote it all down.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and you definitely have disadvantage on stealth.
Duh.
Therefore, it should be me and.
Oh, I can't rage, can I? Because technically, does this count as armor?
Yeah, this is armor.
So I can't
This is
rage.
heavy armor.
So I can't rage.
It's heavy armor that grants you proficiency in it.
Oh, I can't rage. That's okay. I'll live.
You have a gun of dead.
You basically have to, yeah. You'd have to step out of it to rage.
And that would take easily a minute to get out of.
It has quick disconnect, but not quick connect.
Okay, so you can quickly take it off. But...
You can basically ditch it, but you can't put it back on. That takes 10 minutes.
Oof. So the same as plate.
But it would just be an action to basically emergency eject from it.
I'm leaving it behind. Is that
And
where all the rum's
falls
going?
off.
There's a little bit of rum left.
Where's the rum gone?
Right here. Because I would definitely drink alcohol that I definitely just poured out of a water bottle into this.
Well, you took it to class with you, didn't you?
Yes, because I'm in school.
It's so smelly, people. It doesn't work.
I'm fully aware of that.
You just have to drink pure rubbing alcohol in class.
This is such a bad idea.
Don't drink pure meth. No, that's poisonous.
You
More
advocated that last session.
It was already altered.
That
Are we
It
session
was
was
altered.
Yeah, we're real life.
It was altered by the
That's all I would do.
scientists to be drinkable. Because you guys needed alcohol and they didn't have any.
Because we're going to party. I got the alcohol.
Here,
I
drink
can't-
this bleach.
Can I just take my helmet off to drink things instead of getting out of the full suit?
Presumably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, good. Because I know I'm
No,
almost-
you gotta like
Son!
ditch the suit.
Because
As
I know
long
I'm
as
gonna
you're
want some
in
alcohol.
atmosphere.
Well, hopefully we're not trying to eat things out of atmosphere unless we're in a ship, which has its own atmosphere.
As atmosphere.
Exactly.
By the way, how far are we currently from the Turkish home planet?
Pretty far.
Good. Okay. Well, longer than 2
Well-
weeks.
Longer than 2 weeks, yeah. It's like 2 months away.
Oh,
Wonderful.
good. Fantastic.
Even on a really like high level royalty ship.
On, like, a super cruiser?
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Super cruisers don't use regular means of travel. They plane shift.
Oh
Shit.
shit!
They take a day to travel anywhere.
So you're not completely away from your parents.
They don't know
They
where we
also
are currently.
are incredibly expensive. Like, entire planet's year's worth of GDP expensive.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. So
There's like 7
In the world.
in the cluster.
the
Seven in the
world
world.
singular.
7 per planet.
No, no.
Even the uninhabited ones.
Yeah.
Guys, I have
Storage.
a brilliant idea how to become rich real quick.
See, here's the thing. While traditionally teleport seems to be instantaneous, it's not. It's just really fast across shorter distances and multiplies the cost the longer you go. Plane shift doesn't. Because you're not in the same plane. And you just travel to a different plane and then use that as a jump-off point to a different a secondary plane.
I didn't exist for a minute.
Basically.
Yikes. Do I know this?
Sir, we've been receiving reports of a ship that's been missing for 37 years.
What they do? Teleport across the cluster? Yeah.
We received a brief signal from the Galactic Core.
What?
It was just a bit of static and
Help!
just like a scream in the distance.
They're all know that.
A Wilhelm scream.
Can we like hire Sphinx to get younger too?
What?
That's a thing.
Sphinx are divine protectors. They don't care about your money.
There's cheaper ways.
Potions of longevity.
Yeah.
That is cheaper than hiring your own personal Sphinx.
I like that idea.
I think practically anything is cheaper than hiring your own divine protector.
Even buying a planet would be cheaper.
Probably. Out like one uninhabited moon?
How can I arrange
Sphinxes
to
don't
purchase?
really sell their services.
Yeah, and that too.
They just don't.
They're divine protectors. They're placed somewhere and they don't move.
You'd have to
protect that
basically
place.
swear to guard the same thing as long as the longevity lasted.
Which could be forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would curse yourself to an eternity of servitude.
Basically.
I'm stuck here.
To the Sphinx.
Why? I paid a fortune. For what? Eternal life.
I paid a fortune for what? To be stuck here.
For how long? Yes.
Yes.
Until
I
somebody
don't
kills
die
that thing.
anymore. Please kill me.
It's like, please kill the Sphinx. I'm like, why? So I can leave.
Or kill me. Please, one of us.
Shows up. Hey man. What are you doing here? I'm bored. Why? I've been here for... What year is it?
What year is it? What time? What day? The moon, I fell from the moon!
That's within the first 3 years. After that you get...
You have company. You're not completely insane.
Yeah, you have a Sphinx.
You have a...
That would make
Yeah,
you so
Sphinx.
completely
You
insane.
would be insane.
Yeah, no, you're going to that.
What have you been doing? Playing chess?
Always
How long?
2 million years.
I have become a
time.
grandmaster.
You'd be so good at chess.
No
at
one
that
can
point.
be. If you beat
All the time
me,
talking
I
in
will
rhyme.
give you the artifact that you seek. Wins in second turn. How?
It's a new move invented by this one guy. It's like, oh.
Switch your king with their king.
It's under this kind of rule set that just got
Hardcore.
invented about 3 months ago. It's still experimental.
It always ends in a stalemate, though. Always. Every single time, and it's kind of obnoxious.
What was this? Tic-tac-toe?
What? Stalemate's a thing in chess. If you
Yeah.
have to move your king but can't, it's a stalemate.
Yeah,
And nobody wins.
the thing.
Alright.
It's really annoying.
So we're flying
are we
off to Bob's.
We've already started.
We're flying off to Bob's place, right?
Well, it's been another 2 weeks. So what can I buy for 2,400?
I'm practicing with this Gatling gun, so I can actually get pretty good at it.
What can you buy from 2400 from who?
The requisitions officer?
That's
Okay.
What's
basic-
available?
From the requisition officer?
Sure.
The only person on ship would be selling something. A military vessel, not a cruise ship.
So, basically, it's like entertainment discs. Some
Porn.
snacks. Yes, there's a few of those too. Of course there are. You can get condoms. You can get different snacks. If you think people on military ships don't use them, I'll have you have some studies which show that they keep using the wrong size because of the labels.
Yeah, that's really true.
This is a real problem. They offered small, medium, and large, and they always take large because, of course, and then they're not fully protecting them because they're too big. And this was a real problem, so they changed it to large, gargantuan, and massive. So people only take large. And You didn't know this. This is a real problem, and studies show that this is what helped it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
I've
egos.
seen that before.
I know.
I would like to order bleach.
Burger?
Bleach?
A bleach
fur
burger.
bleach. Fur bleach. As much of it.
I would like a bleach burger, please.
Bleach for your eyes.
That will not work. That will not work for my black fur.
They do not have cosmetic items.
Because there's very few female officers.
Is there a gun I could buy?
No, not from the requisitions officer.
You got any guns? I do. The army's right over there. That's a fair point.
That's what the quartermaster handles: the assignment of weaponry and armor,
Fun fact:
which you don't have to buy.
on ships, the quartermaster was actually the one in charge. The captain only took charge during combat.
He's right.
It's true.
Until
That's it. That's what happened. That's how it was pretty much always.
So if I wanted to order something,
Till
where would I
battleships
be
started coming out?
ordering it to? What address should I be ordering it to?
to
Vice Admiral's ship.
you're not you're not like able to order things online to an unspecified location in the universe.
order it to ship number 776392 Alpha?
You can put in a request with the quartermaster or the requisition officer to be brought on ship, but that can be denied depending on the item.
I want to request hair fur bleach. A lot of it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could get some in eventually when we resupply at the next stop.
Which is never.
It's probably gonna be 2 months.
2 months. 2 months.
I like how all the YouTube emojis currently are all related to the virus.
What?
So basically, you're saying the dye will get to me before my parents do.
Take
All of them.
uh,
All of them.
so terrible.
So basically, so you're telling me the dye will get to me before my parents do.
Maybe.
Isn't there like bleach in like the storage closet?
There's a difference between fur bleach, like hair bleach, and just like bleach you would use as a cleaning supply.
I
Just
know.
dump bleach on yourself.
I'm not going to just dunk bleach on myself. I do not want to be bald.
Is this a religious thing or?
Is this a religious thing?
Just say yes.
Actually, yes, it is, isn't it?
Yes, it kind of, yeah, actually.
I mean, you could go see Doc Squid about it. Maybe he could help.
Squid.
Doc.
Oh, Doc
Squid.
Doc Squid.
Doc.
Squid.
I'm assuming that's the guy we first met on board.
Servant of Cthulhu.
You want to go back to the creepy guy that made you this way?
He seemed pretty proud of his work.
Other than that, we just have to wait for the requisition order.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That will pick it up next time we stop, which
Fair
will be a while.
3 months later.
Basically, it's like 2 months.
It's like a few weeks later. Super Cruiser. Pew! Oh no, I don't have the fur bleach yet.
I can't talk to my parents while I'm still,
Bleach?
Just say the ship's in quarantine. Just call.
Yeah, we've been quarantined because, I don't know if you heard.
We've been quarantined due to a curse.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You shouldn't interact with me for a while. I'll, send you messages.
It can also be transmitted by phone.
So I can't talk to you anymore.
The Vice Admiral's just standing there shaking his head.
Honestly, after this mission, then I will continue to look for, options. If I'm alive.
Okay.
So after this, I'm practicing with my new weapons and suit this whole week so I can get used to it.
Alright, you're running some Sims.
Pretty much.
So this last week, what did you three do?
I want to train with pilots of small starships.
I would like to finish learning code. Last I checked, I was like 70% of the way done.
Sure.
Which
There
one you
are
learn, Java or C++? There's no others.
Linux.
Java won the battle.
No, they don't.
Yeah, no.
Do you know how many people use Linux, guys?
More than use Java.
This is you assuming there's a binary system in place. Anyway.
Did you not hear the tale of the War of Codes?
So
It's not what any
have we been
programmer
able
would
to?
tell you.
Oh, never mind. We asked this question last week. Never mind.
What?
I was just gonna ask about like prints for the planet, but we asked this last week.
Nope. It is.
Well, we know where they are.
That is never sent off planet, and
Yeah.
blueprints are never recorded off planet because it is a safe hold.
Yeah. Yep.
So why would they give away the blueprints to anyone?
Yep. Okay. Is there anything else that I should even consider having? I
You
can't.
could work on your magic. You could pray. You could write in a
Yeah, I
book.
can continue to pray. I can.
You could
that's.
do art.
I'm not making any I can do art. That's.
You do some edgy pictures.
I'm actually.
You can upload some edgy goth pictures.
If you do that, her parents will find out.
Yeah, they'll probably
Do it
kill
underneath your alias.
I'm going to make a new alias.
Can you spend 2 weeks making an alias? Is that something we can start doing?
Rogues can do that. I don't know.
There
if you
actually is a thing about that in the book, but it takes a long time to do.
we did it just by
I
dying.
think it's a downtime activity, actually.
It is.
That's
It's
hilarious.
next to spreading rumors.
Is it really?
You want to make
Yeah.
it like an online profile for what?
Oh, physical alias. She needs her parents to not know she exists anymore.
I died tragically.
That's why she's not returning your calls.
That's why they get hung up before they go to voicemail.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I did die tragically.
And again,
God damn it! I thought about how to get around this, but everything I thought about, I forgot.
10 out of 10.
Best planning ever. Okay, so
alright, you guys
This
do
is
your
why
training
she's
for
our
the week.
leader.
You do your training for your week. As the week comes to a close, the final day is spent.
and every night I'm out partying because I don't care.
Out where? We are on a ship.
I will make friends. Trust me.
You know what? Give me a roll. A charisma roll.
Does he get advantage for his good looks?
That's like a fair point.
I
believe
that
it'd be a
was a
static
specific
bonus.
thing.
That's more like a static bonus.
You can get +2 because of your good looks.
+2 for good looks.
12.
Is that
no,
with the -1?
11.
What was the -1 for?
His
My
charisma.
Charisma is 8.
Where
You know,
I was
you're a little bit
criminal
odd
and
to,
an orphan growing up. What else do you expect?
you're a little bit odd to a lot of people, but that's pretty expected of a Black Ops unit. So there's a couple
But
people
people
that
would
seem
also
to be
want to
friendly.
hang out with Black Ops.
There's a couple
Yeah.
people who seem to be admirers. There's a couple who seem to enjoy your enthusiasm for secreted away goods, like alcohol.
All the alcohol.
Can I also join
I
up for a
also
little
spend the
bit?
rest of the time stockpiling alcohol. Okay, I
You
accept this.
you spend about 20 credits trading for alcohol.
Can I go with him for a little bit?
It's not a headband,
Sure, you
it's
also
a
spend
chair.
20 credits on alcohol.
Cool. Wait, that can make me roll like +5.
No, because you just go out with him a couple nights.
I'm going to paint a picture of my former crew.
Okay. What kind of
Performance check.
picture is it? Is it like
Performance check.
is it a normal picture of them working together, or
Please
What?
tell me
Fighting
it's just
against the curse.
No, I can't play on this
Dramatic.
map. This is the worst map where you can go over every ocean.
Dramatic last stand type painting.
It's not just us
Give
being
me a
dumbasses.
performance check with advantage.
Roll the red dice. Roll the red dice.
Performance check.
You're only allowed to roll the red dice.
Oh, there it is.
Performance check.
Performance. Okay. Wait, it was.
With advantage.
Please be terrible.
So,
it's
that was performance. That would be unnatural 20.
No.
Just a 20?
I wanted it to be like a stick
it
figure
is-
drawing.
A very good piece. It's heroic, and there is a wonderful set. You
Are
may.
you also gonna draw one of how we all died?
No, I'm not going to do
There
that.
is a wonderful sense of lighting
Each one.
off the bolts of plasma fire, wishing past these wretched creatures as all your squad mates have noble faces, gunning down these foul beasts.
Wonderful.
It's a piece to be proud of.
The last moments of Fruity.
I don't know that. Oh my god.
We'll go for millions. Millions, I tell you.
I'm framing this as my dedication piece to my fallen crew. What should I even do with it? I'll figure that out if I don't die.
Do you show it to your new crew?
No. No.
Good. I'm not sure I could deceive you
So
properly.
the last day of this week is spent hooking up and
Hooking up? What?
Oh, hooking up and attaching to a shipyard, which you see in the final processes of a shakedown is your new ship.
Lovely.
Its crescent front curve, only interrupted by the massive end of a barrel of a capital ship weapon that is oversized for
Are
this
we
kind of
just
vessel.
gonna shoot on the opposite side of the planet just to scare them and then drop down?
No,
the
they can emergency like escape.
Wait, isn't it like
If
a
we
railgun?
scare them, then they'll probably
What kind
evacuate.
of weapon is it?
It would be a massive railgun, basically.
So it only makes sound on impact. Okay.
I mean, it makes sound to your ship, but going through the void, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's the void.
Well, I mean, even if we're in atmosphere, it wouldn't. Because it's just electricity. That's all railguns are, electricity and magnets.
Okay, so they were. It was the ship.
Well,
was,
it has a projectile that would rip through the sound
Oh
barrier.
yeah, it would make a sonic boom.
the ship
Put a
was
silencer
finishing
on
being
it.
Loud.
made.
That
Have-
doesn't help with the sonic boom.
I
Have
know.
But
they
it looks cool.
become proficient
Does
with
look cool.
driving this unique ship?
He's been practicing the common controls for this kind of vessel.
Okay.
And he's been practicing piloting in general.
Yeah, because he's been practicing the smaller craft.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've been studying my gravitational astrophysics.
Yeah, no, upon thinking about it more, if we scare Bob was his name. If we scare Bob, then he could easily evacuate. Or try to evacuate, so
So we
what do you do?
blow the moon to high heaven.
No!
I like this plan.
I would like it too if it weren't for that. We can't have him get away.
So we sneak in, we find Bob, we kill Bob.
Honestly, at this point, I would advocate him losing one singular limb.
Okay, we'll
Maybe two.
But which one?
Leg, so he can't run.
We don't have a way to cauterize it.
What?
Yeah, we do.
We don't have to.
I do.
Killing him,
I do.
We don't have to.
or he bleeds out otherwise.
I have fire.
Disintegrate it.
I am fire.
That doesn't stop.
doesn't
That's
stop-
not
Wait.
bleeding.
Isn't your laser weapons made with fire?
Laser swords. Laser swords, guys.
Technically,
That
it's
doesn't mean that
explosive
won't
effect.
kill him.
Never mind.
Yeah,
You
no.
might
Because-
pass out from pain, but
I'm
cauterizing
fire.
it won't. It'll make it so it stops bleeding.
You do have fire.
I concentrate my fire
Then again,
specifically
my
on the.
Yeah. If you cut off someone's leg, they're probably gonna die of shock before you can even cauterize it.
Humans don't die of shock. At least.
Most people aren't used to losing limbs.
All right.
Well.
Most people.
So,
Deserved it.
so as you are waking up the next morning, you have a notice for a briefing in about 2 hours.
I don't want to go. That's like one of my sweet armor.
You'll be geared up after the briefing.
Fun.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo.
I can't bring my alcohol because then they'll know I have contraband.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
So, you guys wake up, do your morning routine, and about what would be probably 8 in the morning on a normal planet, you
Okay.
gather in a conference hall.
Practice
similar
my
to-
grappling hooky in the gym.
You reconvene inside a conference hall pretty similar to the one you entered when first coming upon the ship.
When she wasn't with us?
But you're all together now. Joshua,
Yeah, we've never seen anyone bleed from a lightsaber stab wound, but we haven't seen them after the fact either.
we have, though.
And most of those
Darth
people
Maul.
are
Darth
used
Maul.
to lightsaber. Darth Maul is also...
He was trained for that kind of
He
shit.
was trained and he had high endurance.
I mean, he lived
People who
because
aren't
of his
soldiers
rage.
Are more likely to die of shock.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well-
oh, yeah.
Soldiers...
Luke got his arm chopped up.
He was also a soldier.
Not
Just
really.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
He was doing.
Jedis
he
are
was
technically
doing
soldiers.
He was
training.
trained to be a
He's been
soldier.
training, but not for very long.
He was
So
still
he
trained
got
to
his
be a
chops off
soldier.
Several
though.
years.
Several years of soldier training.
When you
Yeah.
guys arm chopped off is like a year after he started
Okay.
after the first Death Star.
Yeah.
It was
He
some
was
time.
a soldier.
So he had been trained up by that point. We get on weird tangents.
Plus,
And
plus he's a farmer. Farmers have to deal with that kind of stuff too.
true, farmers do usually have some level of
Unlike
goods.
wealthy merchants.
Yeah, who we're about to go kill. Actually, we can't kill him. We got It's a hostage mission.
So inside the room is the Vice Admiral.
Okay.
This is why I didn't bring my alcohol.
We're going on a mission. Do not be drunk. You are not a monk. You can't get away with that.
Lovely arcs of crimson.
The sky.
You're a monk. You can't get away with that. You're not a monk.
Einstein.
I don't think I could get drunk. My constitution's 20.
You can get
You
like-
can still
get
get
No,
drunk.
unless it's like really good stuff.
There's some
You just have a lot of it.
Anyway,
You don't have poison resistance yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still listening. Okay.
so
So.
do I have to kill you?
Thought about it.
Yes. What?
You're being in command of this new, frankly, it's a bit of a prototype, but it's the one you requested. This is the closest shipyard
It explodes on us.
to the moon.
I do not want to explain.
I would be fine with that.
It won't explode. We've done some thorough testing on it, and it seems to be a rich
If you're
model.
gonna die, you might as well die aboard a prototype ship. Flying it to kill someone
Yeah.
who destroyed a planet.
Yeah. Sounds like a good way to die to me.
Rather than bleeding out in some dark closet.
It's not a good way to die.
Rather than...
Oh, okay.
We've given you the call sign Crescent for the ship. The shakedown cruise has already been completed. We'll be handing you over control to you soon. Once you complete your mission, bring back the objective to this station. We'll be stocked here for some repairs and refueling for a couple of weeks, so plenty of time.
Wait, stations and bars.
Not
This
all
is a ship.
stations. This is a repair yard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is a Navy
Shipyard.
station that just does Navy things. Of course, there is alcohol somewhere.
Oh yeah,
On a
there's
repair yard, yeah.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol. To get the paint off and the
Yeah.
rest.
Fuck Bob.
they don't use alcohol for that. They
Yeah,
use
there's
sand.
much better things.
They just blast it off with abrasion.
Blast it off, use acid. Use your wish.
Anyway,
Blast it off with acid.
that's a little bit excessive.
Depends on how much you're trying to get rid of.
Anyway, given the nature of the assignment, if you take longer than necessarily, we will send a reconnaissance crew to see if you're still in one piece.
How long is too long?
2.5 weeks. By that time, we'll be done finishing repairing and
We're not gonna be here for 2.5 weeks,
I
guys.
don't want to be that long.
It should take the jump. It should only take you about
2.5 weeks. Just blow the whole thing to hell. He's already killed us all.
That's when you crash the ship into his place.
No, you shoot the ship at it.
Please do
The
not
gun
shoot
is more
the new
effective than crushing it.
ship. If you're running, if you find
blow
any,
up the prototype.
if you find any eccentricities with the new ship, make sure to log them and report back when you come back.
Okay.
There might be unusual
Little
issues with
kinks.
this new design. We're not sure yet, but that's the
We
problem.
need
with
the
all
older
designs.
couplers.
Huh?
Need the need the older couplers. It takes less time to recalibrate. You only have to do it once a week instead of once a day. Then you have time to play skilly and pack poker.
We're playing poker.
I don't know what I can't.
Mass Effect. He's talking about Mass Effect.
I know.
You can't stop me.
You always talk about.
We're playing a sci-fi campaign. Do you expect anything else?
Okay, so week and a half jump. I have to be in these people in a tiny ship for a week and a half.
Well, a week.
Oh, okay.
It's
not as bad.
It's a few days. It's like 2 days there and 2 days back, and the expected
okay.
completion time is a week.
Okay, I thought it was a week there. I'm like, no, guys. I would get all cramped up without my alcohol. And we can't take alcohol on missions. Because we remember what happened last time.
What happened last time?
I don't know. Just regular comment.
Okay.
You all know what happened last time. Everyone else in the docking state. What happened last time? Nobody would know.
You're right. You're a completely different person now. Hell, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Still remember.
I could have gotten away with that one. Guys, you should have let me.
I remember everything.
At this point, I probably had individual conversations like, "Do you think she's gonna notice my gun?"
Yeah.
I am not.
You'll be the one to give us away.
Yeah. That is actually a fair point.
She would
Unless you change your packed weapon.
No.
Just make it a different color.
Yeah, just change it.
Can I do that? Can I change the color? Fantastic.
Make it a different color.
You can paint it.
Put spikes on it or something.
Make it green.
You can
instead of
cosmetically
purple.
change it pretty easily.
Put like a
Cool.
spike on the front.
It's still pretty close if you just put a spike on the front.
Wait, was it
No, paint
was
it
it
and
actually
put a spike
purple,
on the
or did
front.
I just assume
That's
that?
fair.
No, it wasn't fucking purple.
I assumed that.
No,
Okay.
it's purple. Just
No,
kidding.
it's not purple. He went from just straight black to matte black.
It's not a difference.
To charcoal gray.
Well,
Paint it like
it's different
gray and
shades
add-
of gray.
Paint it like silver and add some
50
spikes
shades.
on it.
I'm not gonna make it silver. It's just
Just like cheetah stripes.
Jesus Christ.
Add some yellow, so a bumblebee.
Put a nice
thinking, like-
gradient, a nice fuchsia gradient, and then you can call it back to the fuchsia.
Yeah! I like this plan.
it's just camo grays instead of solid black.
I like Back to the Fuchsia though. I might
Like,
have to use
that's
that.
the kind
Your
of
laser
purple I was
sword back
thinking
to
of.
the fuchsia color.
Probably.
I want it to
Just
glow
good.
like
This is what
demonic purple.
I was thinking of a
Demonic
gun that was
purple.
glowing like that. That's what I was assuming it was looking like.
There's a certain piece that glows like that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's purple.
As it
Fucking
pulses.
purple.
I thought it was red. Now it's purple. If I can.
It was purple.
So it was red and now it's purple.
I think just the
Plus
act of
red,
summoning
that's
your
purple.
gun will make her think
Nice.
of her friend.
Yeah,
I miss it. It's a
Father,
hell of a
son,
pact, last I heard.
it's fucking packed.
Yes.
Hey, does this guy have any dark gods he prays to?
No, I have no dark gods I pray to.
crusade
I worship
time.
the internet. Or someone in the internet. Who knows?
It's fucking crusade time.
Well. Anyway.
I
The
wasn't thinking like stupid.
captain's already been incorporated, so you do not have to worry
No, I thought
too
you meant
much
like
about that.
it was just flat purple.
In
the Senate. It's not a story that
I just keep seeing myself in the camera, and half the time I just look like a Black Hood, and it's amazing. Sometimes you can see just like the hair on my chin. Perfect.
Anyway. If you require any last minute supplies, make sure to ask before you disembark.
I'm so tempted to yell out alcohol.
Mini fridge.
Combined mini fridge for
Mini fridge full of alcohol.
You can have de-alcoholized alcoholic drinks. You can have virgin drinks.
Fine.
Virgin Marys.
We also need a full bar.
We just install that.
A virgin bar.
We install that if we survive this, and if we
Sounds
keep this
horrible.
shit out.
I don't know.
Then we
Virgin
can
Pina
install
Coladas
the
are
bar.
pretty good. And all the
Zach is so disappointed.
Okay, so
Trumpets.
no, it's just me.
I'm just amused by it.
So,
So we get to the planet.
No, you're still at the shipyard.
Oh, fine. I was trying to jump ahead.
No, I know, you always try to jump ahead.
I do.
no jumping. Only sitting and walking. I know jumping makes you go
If
faster.
that is all,
If you're running and
you
jumping,
all
it's
are
sometimes go
dismissed.
faster.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dismissed.
But it uses
Good
more
luck.
hunger.
Does it really?
In Minecraft, yeah.
What?
What? Jumping?
Yeah.
Uses a hunger
Jumping
capacity?
uses so much hunger.
No,
Can't prove anything.
No, it's porn. Don't you know they laugh at porn?
That's you.
I know. I know.
Oh god.
I saw your screen last week. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I kind of was laughing at that.
All the supplies you've requisitioned has been moved to the new ship.
Wonderful.
As you pass through the door, the airlock to the new ship, a voice chimes over the intercom. Welcome, new crew.
Ah, it's Siri.
Fuck yeah.
My name is Edie. How may I be of assistance?
Does
Because we can't copyright Siri.
But
I'm
Edie's
sorry.
from Mass Effect. Edie's already tough.
I have prepared and locked down the storage and armory already. Your room should be set up. We are ready to disembark whenever you are.
Okay, wonderful. I go to check my room and see if it's.
I checked my room for how much surveillance this AI has.
I checked this room for alcohol.
Give me a technology roll.
Technology roll.
Intelligence, just add intelligence.
Okay. Fantastic.
You know what the very essence of Invaders Sim is?
That'd be 13.
That'd be
You
so
don't see
dangerous if
anything
I knew
watching
how
it.
anything worked.
Okay, so quality.
Your room looks to be about the same as every other room on the ship.
Good. Deal with
Because
it.
it was not specially made for you. It was you commandeered this ship.
Yeah.
I commandeered this vessel.
Well,
Who says you can? I do.
Okay.
if
That's
it is
unusual
not
that
royal, then I will make it royal. I'm gonna redecorating time.
With what?
The spray
Paper.
paint can she brought.
Because don't we all know she's a rebel now?
Oh, I don't have spray.
You don't know how to spray paint.
She spray
I would
painted
like
highlight
to
paper.
request welding tools or smithy's tools. Welding tools.
For
I want to start learning how to do that. Since I've learned
You
code.
can't learn that on a ship, dude.
there's not the proper learning facilities on this ship.
Your track
for that
record.
kind of thing.
I don't think they would let you.
He doesn't have a track record.
one.
The Admiral knows your track record.
No.
Does-
As does the Vice Admiral.
Oh, yeah.
The Admiral definitely knows.
That does
that's
more than
very
half the
long.
crew.
It is still in file, it's just a higher classification of file now.
Yeah, no, what?
What tracker?
They know you shot the side of a space station.
Oh yeah, they do. It's like, warning, highly volatile.
Combustible.
Yes.
Do not let near explosive.
This side up.
Face towards enemy.
Towards enemy!
All right.
Press button when ready.
Release the beast. Oh. All right. Is there tool proficiency that I could learn on a ship?
Not on the ship during this sort of a voyage. Most of the time will mostly be spent in transit or
Cool.
working the systems.
Working. We're all gonna be like there so quick. We'll just be on our job at that point.
How long does it take to learn a skill?
It takes like a month. Well, it takes a long time. I think it's 10 work weeks minus your intelligence.
Religion.
5 weeks. Huzzah!
8.
Yeah.
Wait, so that means I'm almost a pilot.
You've been working on pilots for a while now.
Am I a pilot?
Yeah. You got
Oh, yeah.
piloted back at the academy.
Huzzah!
We spent weeks at the
I'm a
academy.
good
You spent
pilot.
months at the academy. 3
At months?
Oh.
Oh shit.
I'm a good pilot. Huzzah!
You were 2
I
weeks
thought we
off for
spent
3
weeks
months. No, you were 2 weeks off for 3 months at the academy.
Cool. Can I start learning persuasion?
No.
Oh.
With
Who would you practice
3
on?
people on
Me.
You
The
just
mirror.
flirt with him all day with one persuasion.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, start trying to
I'll
learn.
stop asking questions.
I'm running pre-flight checks.
No, definitely start trying
Do we
to.
have interstellar comms?
Do you have interstellar comms on a stealth spaceship?
Yes.
Yes.
I assume so,
Yes.
but I want to be sure.
Why do you need to talk
The
to your
ship's too
boyfriend
small
across
for that
half the galaxy?
Yeah, no,
That
we
takes
don't-
for that kind of transmission, you need specialty equipment. This ship does not have it because it would interfere with its other operations, aka being a stealth
Interfere
ship,
with the gun.
and also the big fucking gun running through the center of the ship.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Just a heads up, calibrations on the primary weapon systems have not been fully completed as the ship
Let's
out date was expedited by about 2 weeks.
Okay. That's good to know. Worrying, but good to know.
Should be able to finish calibrations within approximately 400 hours.
Wow. So I would like to learn the inside out comms and any other defensive things I should know.
There are short range comms. Do not shoot this.
Oh gosh!
We already discussed that the pilot doesn't have
Wait,
access
which
to
one
it.
did you say shot the inside of the ship?
I can't do it.
Shoot.
We've already discussed this.
Without love one.
I can mess with the engines and stuff, but I cannot shoot the gun.
Can I go shoot the gun?
You could
No.
if it was operable.
It's probably locked.
I had engineering. What do you do in engineering? Shoot the ship.
We are ready to disembark. We've been given clearance. Whenever you are ready.
Am I done with my pre-flight checks?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been
So just short term comms. So
yeah, short range and
short range, short
and
term.
ship comms.
We reach Pop 6 with whatever permission to land.
Which kind of launch system is it? Is it the kind where you actually activate the thrusters, or is it like kind of like a little railgun launch system? Or is it just like a hangar
For the ship
Yeah.
or for the
for the ship?
The ship has controls similar to a fighter to its smaller size. It's almost
So I'd assume on launch.
yeah. It's like an extra large interceptor almost. It's like a capital ship interceptor.
It could not intercept nothing.
The ship?
This ship doesn't have the guns to intercept little vessels you'd miss with the railgun.
That's why I said it's like a capital ship interceptor.
Yeah.
It's to stop cruisers from getting too close.
Freddie's parents show up.
I like this plan.
How many times are we gonna die in real life,
not-
man? Come on.
Are you threatening to shoot my parents?
Out of character.
Oh boy, that caused such a galactic incident.
It's
I
okay, we just leave the galaxy.
might not be on good terms with my parents, but I will not advocate killing my parents.
I don't think this ship has that sort of range.
Yeah, we'd get destroyed before we even got close. Oh, we're a military ship. They wouldn't shoot at us.
Unless we shoot at them.
God.
All right.
But we'd get to shoot first.
You disembark into
That's
the
fair.
docks, starting your 2.5 day long travel sequence.
Travel montage.
I sit in the comms room for lots and lots of hours. What do you do for all those hours?
Who are you trying to contact?
I'm running.
There's no one within range.
I'm
well
running like
aware.
the scanners and things, just learning how the systems work in this particular.
No.
I'm just familiarizing
State-of-the-art
myself.
ship.
Is there a way I can shut you out?
Negative, as I am the captain of the ship.
Terminator.
I already broke my finger on the mute button. I think I got my point across.
There is no mute button.
No, there is. It just doesn't do anything.
I like that.
You mute and it immediately turns
That button
itself
is
back
only
on.
cosmetic only.
I wouldn't get
So
that.
I actually want to learn more about the ship as well, specifically. So the guns currently are there any other guns that will work?
There are some other like minor. You have about 4 torpedoes.
4 torpedoes.
You have 4 torpedoes, each with a separate launch tube that's preloaded. You have some basically some what are they called? Small turrets to intercept other fire, basically, to intercept other missiles.
Anti-turret gun? I mean, project. What is it? I know what you're talking
They have
about.
a very specific name, and I forgot the name of it. But yeah, anti-missile guns, basically,
Hmm.
and anti-small craft.
Anti-ballistic usually.
So high rate of fire, low damage, just basically to take care of anything approaching quickly.
Okay.
Your primary weapon is the massive gun running through the entire
Yep.
section of decking.
Which currently doesn't work.
The I have a picture of the ship that I drew. I sketched.
What's the name of the AI?
It is named Mida.
Mida. Nice.
Mida, do you watch us while we sleep?
Yes.
Not even trying to avoid it.
I am observant at all hours of the day.
Complete sleep patterns for any unusual behavior to ensure no.
So
Make sure your
would it
sleep
wake us
paralysis
up
demon
if
does
we
not
started
come at
dying
you.
then? Like if we had like a seizure in our sleep.
That is correct.
Cool. I mean,
Onboard medical personnel would be alerted.
We have an onboard medical
Yeah,
personnel?
onboard medical.
Alert! There is no officiated onboard medical personnel.
Yes.
What? I am?
You are trained in medicine.
I have the best chance with wisdom.
What's my medicine?
It's
You can
wisdom.
say be healed.
Plus
Yeah, I
zero.
can just. I can.
You don't need medicine.
In case of emergency, there is auto-dock features.
In case of curse, you will be ejected out the nearest airlock.
Pretty much.
In case of fires, please be forewarned that in case of major fires, venting of atmosphere may be necessary.
Shit.
Okay.
If necessary, please
How long
return
does
to
it take to
quarters.
vent the ship?
Okay, so I'm not gonna
Approximately
do.
5 seconds.
There's a lot of airlocks in this ship.
So I'm not
Ooh,
going
this
to.
air moves fast.
Well, and there's lots of airlocks.
I am not
No,
gonna
there's
do
one.
any magic for this time period because I will light a fire.
Because you're a
I
light
really
cleric.
I am the fire.
Do we have a fire,
It's me.
fire retardant room?
That's where we put her.
The entire ship is fire retardant.
Yeah.
Do we have a fireproof room?
No.
I feel like we're all just sitting in whatever dining room there is. Just talking to the ship.
The barrel of the main cannon.
I'm in the cockpit. You
should
guys
be
can just hear
fireproof.
me over the speaker.
I assume it's just connected. Like, there's just a big doorway, and we're just... Me and him are sitting in the dining room, and you're over there captaining, and we're just all talking.
The barrel of the ship, the main cannon, is mostly fire resistant.
Well, so am I.
How many
Okay.
feet of
This is
steel is
legit.
it rated for?
What?
How many feet of steel is it rated for?
What is the question you're trying to ask?
The gun. How many feet of steel is it rated
Oh.
for?
It's
Something over 20.
let's see. It's a hole piercer, so yes.
Not even a number, just yes.
As long as ship is unshielded, it should be able to penetrate most, if not all, ships.
Dang it, we can't take down the super cruiser.
Why not?
Because it has shields.
We stab it real good.
We stab it real good, then we shoot it.
Recommendation to disable with torpedoes before engaging primary weapon.
Are they EMP torpedoes or regular torpedoes?
The EMP.
Good.
Do not hit me with it.
Oh yeah, it totally die from one.
Wait, don't hit you with what? An EMP torpedo or the cannon?
Yes.
EMP torpedo. Yeah, that's what I thought that would.
I'm gonna take an
They do have a
anti-ship
small
cannon.
explosive charge to trigger the EMP, so
Yeah.
so it would still do kinetic damage.
It would still kill you.
And then there's the whole fact of them actually, like 500, 600 pounds each. So
Okay.
Die if you
so
got it
just
with
from
the
getting hit by it would kill you anyway, seeing as they go really fucking fast. They could catch other ships.
Yeah.
Are the
yeah,
torpedoes
that's the
heat
least-
seeking?
Probably not enough heat for a human body.
No.
No, but that's not my question.
They have that function.
Good.
They have rudiment.
Are you planning to take out their cruiser if they come?
No.
They have redundant
I'm
tracking.
thinking about
benefits.
smaller fighters. Not freaking super cruisers.
Are we just gonna like?
Our 4 torpedoes would not take out a super cruiser shield.
What's your protocol for,
Super Cruiser, get the fuck out of there if it's like a torpedo coming towards it. Those are pure Magitech. They don't use anything purely mundane.
Yeah.
They cast blink on themselves. Pink, pink. Hi.
Kinda. They don't cast blink. They cast plane shift.
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they cast blink, then when they reappeared, the torpedo would be inside the ship. I feel like that would be worse.
Wait. So if somebody
nuclear
cast a blink
reactor.
and I left the sword in the spot that they were in,
They can move.
Oh.
They
They're-
move. They move.
They technically reappear in the nearest unoccupied space.
Yeah.
But I don't think something the size of a grain of sand equivalent to you would count as occupied space. Unfortunately, that grain of sand is explosive.
Explosive grain of sand.
Super cruise ships are not that big. They're like small luxury liners usually, because
Okay, so a small stick.
yeah.
Like
So-
a toothpick.
So, are my parents rich enough to own one?
Oh fuck yeah!
That's
They
a
have
question.
one.
They
It's
Question
not
is
a
the-
big one, but they have one.
They have one. Okay.
Do
They
you
have a fancy yacht.
Yes. Except for a
Space
yacht
yacht.
that doesn't depreciate in value over 5 years. Matter of fact, it probably
It
hasn't
appreciates
lost.
in value.
It probably hasn't.
probably
Depreciating
increases
at
in
all.
value.
It appreciates its value.
It probably does.
It gains value the more successful jumps it has, as it's proven more and more consistent.
Hold on.
Because that's one of the main downsides, is the brand new ones are inconsistent and may not come back from whatever plane they travel to.
So,
You just go to the astral sea.
AI, what's
That's pretty common.
the boarding? What's your boarding protocol for boarded?
Guys, can we just get to the mission?
No.
You're so
It's
impatient.
Alexa, intruder alert. Start playing Skyrim combat music.
I like that.
You chose the wrong time to get lost, traveler.
In case of boarding action, please be advised there is no.
The ship was invented.
In case of boarding action, please be advised there is no security officer assigned to this mission.
Dibs.
No.
Can we assign security officer?
Who would you like to assign as a security
That man.
officer?
No!
What, do you want me to be it?
He has a, like a mech!
He has a freaking mech! He's a security officer!
Gatling gun!
What unfilled positions do you have in staff and crew?
Cook.
Okay, that's fair.
You can be the cook.
I misinterpreted
Oh, okay.
what you were
The
meaning.
cooking's actually is automated.
Oh, fantastic.
We have a kitchen?
So you have a mech kitchen. You have like a robot kitchen.
Still.
So the food is terrible.
It's a kitchen though.
It's kind of like, it's a little bit like cheap tasting, but it's not god awful. It just kind of meh.
So it's not as bad as the Academy.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than the Apocalypse planet we were just on.
Oh yeah,
Touche.
yeah, it's much better than that food.
Let's just eat an arm of cursed. Wash it down with some bleach.
Literally everywhere we've been like, here, have some
Security
shitty
officer
food.
confirmed. In case of boarding action, report to the security officer for instructions.
What the fuck
I
we do?
win!
For reassignment.
No.
Healer is, Freddy.
Am I? Okay.
Classify healer.
Classify you, the doctor.
Doctor. The doctor is Freddy.
Hello,
Alright,
doctor.
No medical certificate recognized. You wish to continue?
Field doctor.
Yes. Field Duck. Field Duck Freddy.
I don't think they need a medical certificate for field doctor.
Am I so because Cure Wounds has been used for the shields? Am I able to actually use that on a person?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
No,
that.
it just cures their shields even if they're dead. Their shields just reappear around this like rotting corpse.
I don't have Revivify, so I
There's
can't.
just a rotting corpse with shields around it.
Next level you can get it.
Basically, it uses the
Next
energy
level.
you give.
Yeah,
to
next level. I'm close.
Basically, it just sucks it away into a storage unit to be used. But yeah.
Field Doc Freddy.
Warning: cannot assign doctor position to one without certification.
Okay.
Well, then don't officially assign it.
Unofficial assignment, Field Doc Freddy.
Oh my god. So we have.
Finding loopholes.
In case of need of doctor, alert Freedy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Setting alarm in case of emergency to alert Freedy.
Any emergency? Any emergency? Medical emergency.
I can't pee anymore, Freedy!
I can give you other problems.
Like not needing to.
Less the restoration we could take care of that.
Yeah.
It just was the first thing that popped in my head.
Recognized positions are
Oh, and pilots this
Piloting.
guy.
dual position for engineering and security officer and
Yeah.
comms relay agent.
If the AI is the
have
captain,
nothing.
then what am I?
You are nothing.
You are like the sergeant, you're the group commander.
I'm the group commander. Okay.
But you have no
So
role in
you-
the ship.
Your role is operations commander.
Okay.
At least you have a role.
So basically, you're technically in charge of the entire operation, while
But we won't
the
listen.
ship AI is in charge of the ship.
No, and we're all organic
Okay.
batteries. They're gonna
Captain
say,
of the ship,
"Oh,
not
Joker,
in charge of the
I'm
mission.
the
I was like,
overlord."
Hold on, the AI just one up
You
me.
said?
What?
What?
Oh, and we're all organic batteries. They're gonna say, "Oh, curse Joker, he unshackled the AI overlord."
But yeah, after a couple days of familiarizing yourselves with the ship and doing the beginning procedures for calibrating the main weapon so it actually shoots on target, which can be done without actually firing the weapon. Mostly bore sighting. And
Just
I'll be working on that.
projectiles going at like infinite speed through space.
What would they hit?
Eventually, they'd get
Something.
caught in a gravity well and
something
hit a
eventually.
planet, probably,
Or burn up in the atmosphere.
or burn up in the
Right
atmosphere.
now.
They'd probably burn up in the atmosphere.
Start shooting
Unless
random
they are
hit a
asteroids.
sun.
shielded projectiles, which I doubt.
There's no need to heat shield them. They're in vacuum of space. It's nothing
Also-
to pack except for what you want.
The shielding
Or
on this.
whatever's behind it.
So the shielding on this ship. How does this compare to the last ship we were in control of?
The shielding on this one,
Yeah.
Not nearly as good.
favorably.
Favorably?
It is a warship.
I've
The
got a
last
question.
ship had anti-asteroid shielding.
Okay, so this is better. This is an improvement. We have made
It has environmental shielding, and then it has a wartime, like a battle shielding that takes way more energy and doesn't always run.
Okay.
So if you
Of
get
course.
ambushed, you're kind of screwed.
Okay.
But you shouldn't be ambushed as it's a stealth ship.
But,
Activate
yeah.
Where's the
turbo
ambusher?
shield.
Okay. That
I've
is
got a question.
good.
Shoot cannon through shield. Oh wait.
Does the ship have magical
The
defenses
cannon
against
goes
being
just barely
detected
through the
through
shield.
that kind through magical means?
Non-detection is
can't they
pretty
shoot
simple.
that?
Okay, fantastic. I just don't want her parents to be like, "Where's Freedy? Magic
There
compass here."
There is anti-scrying measures on the ship,
Fantastic.
so you're not scryed
The
upon.
second you leave the ship,
Oh yeah, it only applies to the ship. If you're outside the ship, you
the
can be scryed
second
upon.
you leave the ship, your parents will know exactly where you are.
yeah. So
Fine. What's the chances they'll cast it right when I'm off?
I'm going to say about a 57% chance.
I'd up that to
It's pretty
60.
normal to have
Okay,
anti-scrying
60%
methods
chance.
on military vessels.
Yeah.
Because the military vessels.
That's a valid point. That's a very valid point.
And scrying's been around, since the dark times.
I want to know where this guy is.
Where's Bob? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Bob's dead, Jim.
Yeah.
Where'd he
dead,
go?
It's a challenge.
He got
So-
eaten by wolves 3 days ago.
After a couple
Talk to
days,
Here's Bob.
familiarizing yourself with
Hey, Jim!
the ship, you have entered. You're getting close to entering the gravity well of the planetoid that houses the base, or as the information you've been given says.
It's a trap, guys.
The ship
After
the
it's
ship
stopped.
activates the stealth protocols as to not be immediately detected by any visual or sensor scruples. What is your plan?
I want to land at least a mile away from this place. and
They'll
walk
see us if we
off.
land a mile.
A mile?
We would have to land days' journey away to not be seen.
So let's do it.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
If we land a mile, we're getting killed by anti-air.
Hey, look, a ship! Bang!
If you land a mile away, they'll just see you land.
They'll just look out the window and see a ship.
Look, you have some protection, but it's
We're
not
completely invisible.
protection from being obvious.
It's not
I would
more
like
on
to land on the
protection.
enemy's doorstep. Ah, yes. The enemy opens the door and shoots you.
Says hi.
That is his way of
Protect
saying
I
my
might
hello.
let you in if you're a small child.
The Texas hello.
Double-barreled laser shotgun.
Oh, God.
It shoots a bunch of little lasers.
They just use a shotgun. It's hard to improve on that design, honestly.
Let's just turn every one of them into a laser emitter, because then it at least looks like it's a laser shotgun. Just
But
put a
then you
little, just put a little emitter at the back of each one, on each pellet, so you just see a line of lasers.
It's like
It's like a tracer shot.
That shoots in every direction as the pellets tumble around in the air.
Yeah,
That's how you
it's a
kill
perfect
yourself.
tracer shot. Well, no,
I would like to cover my
there's an
enemies in
emitter on the back, not a jet. It doesn't propel the thing.
Do you not know how?
Trade.
You just have to ionize the light as you're going through. You just have to ionize the
I would
air.
like to cover my enemy in little tiny red lines.
Is that what you're asking?
I'd like to cover in one really big layer.
Pull the
Also,
trigger, a
you
bunch
want
of laser
take
pointers
the
to shoot
lantern
at
of
them.
revealing, because I don't think I will
Basically.
have the presence of mind to use it.
What?
I'm getting
I
the
thought you said
lantern.
present of
lantern.
mind, and I just imagined you with like
Lantern
a
of
Christmas
revealing.
present on your head.
All right. So you want to sit down about a day's journey out.
At least.
At least.
Um,
Far enough away that we can't be seen, but close enough that it's not too hard to get there.
Yeah, that happened now.
okay, cool.
So this planet does have no. It is
It's a moon.
basically a moon. It has no atmosphere.
Okay.
How long are airlifts?
Not a full day.
Walking on them.
About half a day.
We can only
Do we have any
land
other
half day
vehicles
away.
on board?
Do
such
we
as,
have spare
speeders?
air canisters? I feel like that'd be a normal thing to have on a mission
That
like
might
this.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's backup air. That's a
I just
much better
realized we didn't
question.
bring my
and
speeder.
What?
Makes sense, yes.
Yeah.
you have this.
I have a speeder. Why didn't we bring it?
Because
Oh wait, no, I
they're
don't.
Didn't fit on the ship.
Because they're loud?
Well, I
Also
also
very
have
obvious.
one. Henderson doesn't own a speeder. The Tramper did.
Take out their
Okay.
speeders. They're not on speeders, sir.
What?
He can be the distraction from driving around the race on a speeder.
Until he gets taken out by an anti-ship gun. One shot.
Also, you told me about your name with your like
Can they shoot that?
regret with Henderson. Like just say Henderson. Wait.
Well, it depends on
Why do you
whether they
choose
have
that?
the fourth
No,
range.
no, no,
of
that was
motion.
in character. That's an in character.
Yeah, you just didn't tell them.
Human Henderson. Shit.
Human.
Also have basically what's a coffin, air supply coffin, which is used to contain prisoners when you travel. You want to quickly move
Oh,
them out
wonderful.
of.
It's just a glass case.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's take it with us.
Yeah, we're gonna need to take this after we have.
You're carrying the
named
extra
him.
air
Fine.
and the coffin.
Basically, it looks like a
Fine.
You have a
full-size
pack mule.
coffin with like metal hand guards on both sides.
You strap them in and it electrocutes them. Always. They become part of the circuit. It's pretty bad, actually.
That's how you die.
Yeah.
It's very
It
effective
just
interrogation
scanned-
device.
It scans what bioforms inside of it and then releases a mild sedative so they can't really struggle all too much.
Well, if you stop someone's
Lovely.
heart, they're not going to struggle.
That looks too, but no.
You could just resurrect them when you get back.
It's also useful for anybody who's in medical emergencies.
swear,
It's
when I
dual
get to-
purpose.
I swear, when we get to like level 12,
Because everybody wants to wake up in a coffin after they had been shot.
I swear, when we get to
That
like,
is, that is
when
the
we get
biggest
to, like, level
complaint.
13, we'll be killing
I'll
people
just
and
shoot, like-
resurrecting them.
I'll shoot Freddy with a sedative gun and just put her in the coffin.
Do not! Why would you do that?
It's all
The
been a
coffin
dream.
might be too big for her though.
It's just a fit.
We have injured. Help! Help! Help!
But
Where's she injured? In the coffin. I thought you said they were injured. Yes.
If it's most life forms,
would it fit me? I'm 7 feet tall.
barely.
Okay.
You'd have to like scrunch up a little bit, but
There's a little bit of coffin space, you know, if you shift a bit in your sleep, it just kind of extends that direction.
What is it, Jello?
no.
No, it's got like sensors and servos, not jello.
There's enough space for you to cough. It's coffin space. That's about it. You can twitch. Print your rats.
Great.
I am small, so you
So-
can flip it over, and I will fall to the other individual.
You know those things that you make. You know those noisemakers where you flip it over.
Yeah, it will be
That's,
exact.
that would be. Anyway,
So,
They were currently disarmed.
And every now and again it says,
Oh no! Oh no!
so, how much air do we have to get to the ship and back? Like how much?
Oh, there's more air there.
you should be able to refuel or
Re-air it.
yeah,
Okay.
repressurize.
And if we can't, then we're probably already dead. No problem.
As
Okay. So, how much air do we have? Like, how far away can we be at max?
about a day
Okay.
without weighing yourself down too much.
Okay, we do that.
this is when we find out that there's no air inside the base either.
And you all
Where do
suffocate.
you live?
Hey,
What?
ship, can you fly over here? They
you
do that
have-
with Pelicans in Halo 5.
Oh yeah.
They have an auto call feature.
Wow.
They have a summon feature.
You know they're starting to do that with 5G.
It's like ships. It's like
5G.
it's like cars in real life. Come to me, car.
5G
hither.
is something they're coming up with.
Except
You can
it's a
just,
massive ship
call
with
Google
guns.
just by speaking.
Come here.
Yeah.
You remember how intimidating that would be?
Give
if
me
you
a
were like-
piloting check for.
Don't fuck this up.
Can I assist? No, I can't.
It's piloting intelligence or
Yeah,
dexterity.
it's intelligence.
Okay.
But imagine how terrifying it'd be if your enemy, like,
15.
just
Not great.
reached up, come to me, and you just see this giant ship with guns and shit approaching you. You're just like, well, never mind. I'll leave
And
you
it just
alone.
crashes into them.
Oh god. That'd be even worse. Oh, sorry.
What? You sit down and prepare yourselves for a trek across the barren wastes of this
That'd
planetoid.
be the lamest day hike ever.
But imagine how high you can jump.
You cycle.
Oh shit, he's still going.
But the real problem is all of our footsteps will still be there.
So will be the landing marks of a ship.
Yeah, that's...
I feel like if they follow our footsteps back, the landing marks of the ship isn't going to be a problem.
Because the ship will be gone.
Yeah.
The
Giant
Ship.
steps
Oh, did we leave the ship with instructions that if we're
It's kind of
gone more
assumed
than
that-
like 2 weeks, that it just goes back to where it came from? The Vice Admiral?
Do you want to leave instructions like that?
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
Send
Hold on.
it to the Vice Admiral himself.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's think about this for a minute.
Yeah, this mission
If we're
is
gone
gonna
for
take
more than 2 weeks, it's a day hike to
Yeah.
infiltrate a base. If we're gone more than 4 days, I'm gonna get concerned.
That is true, but the other thing, actually, the other concern that I have is just: do you want it to stay on the on the X planet? Just drop us off and go.
No, it's gonna stay where we landed it for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. Are we walking to the base?
There's a reason we're not saying that hostile life forms approach it, because then they might just launch after
There's
we
a small hill with the scarab in the side. The ship just-
I don't want to get trapped on this place.
Alright, you trek across
We did
this
it
barren,
for 2 weeks.
dusty waste. As you do, you take in the sight of a pretty dull brown planet pass you by as you rotate out and it turns dark. Trekking some more. The tank's getting a little bit lighter as you go.
Wouldn't it be getting heavier?
Tanks?
No, because there's no atmosphere, right?
Yeah, no. It's a
I
lot.
was gonna say oxygen's lighter than nitrogen, but
There's still system loss due to just the inefficiencies inherent with this kind
Okay,
of
so
system.
when we get there, guys, we're gonna use the cutter, the plane shift thing, not the plane shift,
What
the
plane
pass
shift?
wall things, and I'm gonna go in first, and then Derek's gonna be right behind me, because we have the highest stealth and I have the biggest gun.
you have a disadvantage.
You have disadvantage.
I should go in first.
It should be
You go in first.
Derek, me, you, Freedy. Just because Freedy currently also still doesn't have guns and is our healer.
Yeah.
She has a big whacking stick.
Wait, so surely she should be in the middle then, not in the back.
I'll be in the back,
Okay.
and I'll pick up the.
So, marching order is you, me, Freedy, you.
Alright,
And so,
with the churn of light again onto the surface, you start seeing a hazy outline in the distance of a building.
How is it hazy with no atmosphere?
Because there's dust.
How is there dust with the... How is there dust in the air if there's no atmosphere?
Dust can be kicked up
By what?
Robots?
by the building. By the things that go around the building.
people.
There's presumably some sort of robot sentries.
But the dust wouldn't just...
It would rise.
That
and
makes
then
sense in a
very,
second.
Very slow fall.
Screwed. It's not really there.
It's just a mirage.
It's fine. No.
Someone's using an illusory mirage.
You get to a small hillock that just barely overlooks. It sits about in a crescent shape of a valley with a built-up rise around it. At the foot of it starts a line of green moving towards the building that's shifting as if through the haze of heat rising.
So it's protected by large amounts of heat.
No,
Oh, they built a garden.
there is a line that beyond that is just starts wildlife, basically.
They built a garden.
Oh, so there's atmosphere over in that direction.
Looks like it. There's not much else would disrupt it like that.
But that means there's something holding the atmosphere in.
Magic.
A localized shield.
Localized
Yeah, but if
shield.
you pierce a localized shield, there's going to be alarms going off everywhere.
Can't you just walk through a shield?
Depends on the kind of shield.
Really does, and then it might just
If it
Might
disrupts the
acknowledge
shield, it'll set off an alarm.
Can we dig under the shield?
Probably not.
Probably not.
The emitter probably goes in all directions.
I know. I was just being an idiot. On purpose. Worst case scenario, if we have to go in hot, let me go in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you watch, you do
Because I have
see
63 health.
I'm
Yeah.
fully aware of how much health I have.
As you watch, you do see a youngish-looking dwarf exit from one of the sides and sit down on a small stone bench, looking out towards the desolate planet.
He
underneath
starts
them.
writing poetry.
It's a girl.
She starts writing poetry.
Can I shoot her from here?
Young dwarf woman.
This
How far
might
away
be a
is she?
civilian.
How far away was she again?
She's
Let's not just open fire on random
See.
people.
you're about a quarter mile away.
This isn't Skyrim.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So not that far.
Yeah, no.
Why don't we talk to her, get her to convince Bob to come and meet us, and then just take him?
Bob Bang!
That'd be great.
Yes, convince her in your pure black, obviously stealth unit armor, coated in gray moon dust.
That won't stop us.
So what do you want to do?
He has high enough charisma, right?
Yeah, he has high enough charisma. Just convince him we're not Black Ops.
Actually, that might be a good idea. We're the new security forces.
They hired us the other day, but they didn't tell us how to get
I
in.
don't have high enough charisma
They
for
dropped
this.
They just. Well, we were told drop onto the moon and then come on over.
I feel
We
like
dropped
use
onto the wrong side of the
robots
moon.
for security forces, so if they do that, we're screwed.
Yeah. We don't want to meet more of the
Well, if we have to talk to them to get in, that's a better idea than, hi, we'd like to talk to Bob.
If they try to communicate something that we don't want to Bob, we just put him in a coffin.
So we hit the switch we have in the coffin.
I
Well, then we
still
stun
have
the other
5 uses of stun baton.
Oh my.
Stun them both. Switch him.
Why'd you give us this
Leave the other person there.
Because it's necessary for a retrieval mission.
Yeah, now they're gonna use it for like everything.
Oh shit, we
We're
retrieved
just
the
gonna
wrong
start
person.
shoving people in.
Doesn't have that much
Why are
room.
there
Has room
3
for
people
one.
in this coffin? Why are all of their bones broken?
No, we just always pull out the last person we put in.
Why is this person asphyxiated and this person and this person? Oh, I see why.
There's only enough air for one, guys.
Basically,
Oh my
like
god.
1.5. Especially for how long
So
you want to use
one,
it.
one and a child?
So, is the one dwarf size? Or is the one normal person
The lady
size?
that walked out, it looks like a dwarf.
Is she wearing armor or visible weapons?
The coffin?
The coffin.
No,
the
The
coffin.
coffin is normal person size.
So you can stack
You could
two
fit 2
dwarfs.
halflings in there.
You
You can put 2 freedies in
Dwarves
there.
are medium creatures.
uh,
They're classified as medium, even though short. They still consume that amount of resources because they're fat.
okay, so a dwarf plus me. I can fit.
No.
Basically.
I'm gonna sneak up.
I would also like to stealth.
I'll try.
That's a 20.
Oh my god. You could take the stun baton.
16.
Okay, or
That's not bad.
15. With disadvantages, that's pretty good.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 10.
They can't stop something that's the color of the moon.
Definitely the color of the moon. By
I
this
should
point,
be
when you're
stealthy. I'm
covered
gonna wait
in the
behind
dust.
for a second, unless you're just gonna go up.
I
to
mean,
it.
the guy with
Are you
disadvantage
take-
is stealth,
Okay.
so
Little
stealth.
do we know there are like moon worms that kind of just come up at the ground every now and again and eat someone. We just go along the
This is
ground.
not Doom.
Do.
Those require atmosphere.
Well, shit.
No,
Okay.
they don't need to breathe.
Worms?
They breathe
Worms.
dust.
They breathe the oxygen inside your lungs.
They breathe. they kiss you. breathe in your oxygen, and then eat you.
Freaking void succubuses.
Yeah, that is
Space succubus.
They don't kiss you, they kiss your oxygen tank and steal all the air. Oh, bite is more accurate.
Space
Hide your
vampires.
oxygen tank.
No, don't bring that.
Anyway, you approach this shimmering force field. What do
Can
you
we
want to
subdue
do?
the girl? Can we just hit her with like a stun baton?
I have the stun baton.
I take
If
a
you
pebble.
guys want to
I
stealth
Take a
through-
pebble and throw it through the very edge of the force field, like doing my best to hide.
Gently under toss. See
Yeah.
if it bounces off.
It bounces.
Okay, so this is
she
a
with
physical
thermal
force field.
Yes,
How
you're
are
on
we
the
getting
moon.
in there?
Moon's
Can we use
known
the
for
fastball
asteroid.
thing?
Asteroid.
Might as well
Is
try.
she wearing
Can we
armor or
She's
weapons?
wearing like a
I'm gonna
dress.
come back to you and get the password.
What about weapons?
Okay.
She's
Can we
not.
use-
No, she's wearing a
Can we use
dress.
the pass wall thing on the shield?
Nice.
You
What?
can definitely try.
Fine, you can try, Derek.
So you.
It has a. Give me a technology check on that.
Is this considered hacking?
Yes,
Yes.
because you were not using it for its original purposes, as this is not.
23.
It takes a little bit of doing to get it to adhere to this kind of surface, as it's meant for like physical surfaces, not like pseudo physical surfaces. But you turn up the adhesive factor to its high settings and just kind of tinker with it a little bit to make it, and it barely just
Touches at the shield and like.
slides about an inch and then halts.
You rolled a 14, guys.
I know.
I have +9.
You have it set up. Do you wish to activate it? There's a further shimmering in it. It looks almost like anything through this goes a pale gray.
I motioned everyone. And I sneak through these.
I sneak through.
So you go through, you go
Roll
through,
stealth.
you go through, and then I'll go through.
Wait, how are we supposed to get this from the other side?
Okay.
Oh,
11.
Oh god.
We asked him about that later, and he said it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Freddy has
I have
11
a
stealth.
+1 to stealth. +1.
You
I
rolled
was
the
telling
same. I just shouldn't have a 16. Wait, don't you have a +2? You
As
have a
you look back
+2. Yes,
through
you
the
have.
shimmering
Okay,
barrier.
12.
The gray
No,
landscape
you
looks
have a +1,
gray.
and then your armor.
What?
Oh,
No.
right.
Plus,
Yeah.
And as you angle a little bit to look at the planet's surface, it's also gray.
So there's nothing
Instead
in
of
the
the
force field?
brown.
Yeah, it was brown.
So looking through the surface makes objects look gray.
Oh,
Okay. 12.
does that mean we just entered the ethereal plane on accident?
You do. It passes
On
through it.
purpose.
Oh, okay.
You did it on purpose.
Oh,
Quarter
fantastic.
ethereal.
So that stays activated until you deactivate it, or
I
until
pull it through.
you cannot.
What? I thought we said we could do that.
Mm-mm.
No, we can't. That's not
I
how
said
this
you
works.
couldn't do it because it sets up on a surface and you can't reach through it.
Well, I mean, you
it's
could
a security
try.
measure to keep it from chopping off your arm.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a hacking check to disable
How many
that
of these
security
do we
feature?
have?
You have one.
Then how are we supposed to get through the wall of the freaking thing?
We find the door.
There's doors.
The Dwarven lady walked out of the door.
We saw
Did
the
you miss
door.
that
I know where the
sentence?
door-
We know where the door
No,
is.
but it's just so much simpler to just go through a wall and not alert any alarms.
Okay.
You all very grey and black dressed people are sitting amongst green now.
Shit.
Okay.
Alright, I summoned my.
I have an idea.
What?
I have a
I
stun
have-
baton.
I have ranged stun batons.
Oh, okay.
You have two.
What is that? You like throw a stun baton at it?
he has two stun. He has
I
two
know.
knockout darts.
I'll try it.
Don't.
So that's a con save?
You have to
Well,
hit
you have
first.
to roll to hit.
Alright.
You gotta hit.
Can you beat a 10?
I don't think so. I shoot the other one.
Wait. You only have one attack.
Yeah, but
What was the first roll?
It was 2.
What's it?
Plus-
That?
6 or 7.
Even I
Not
need
enough. I don't have high enough dexterity.
God, just
6.
chuck me at it and give me the fucking.
So 8.
That's a miss.
Actually, could I have stabilized?
I'll give you that.
Okay. Better. 16.
Don't you have advantage on something for having a surprise round anyway?
Oh yeah, I have advantage anyway because I'm hidden.
Oh right, you are hidden, so you have advantage.
All of
It'd be
us
much
are...
funny if the rogue just missed the one easy shot.
Don't you remember I did that once? I was shooting at
Done
Ord
that
and rolled
before.
2 natural ones at the
You've
same
done that
freaking
before.
time.
How
It's
many
amazing.
here?
So you pull up your scope. It is literally a lady sitting on a bench, completely still, and you smack her right in the upper chest. Just,
Topples
Yeah.
over. Let's hope there's no video. What'd you say?
That'll do.
Okay.
She is unconscious.
I'm like, wait, what?
Okay.
Now imagine if there's video cameras up right outside the door, and they're just like, bitch.
Bitch, you okay?
That's her name. Nothing else.
Just, bitch.
Okay. So we go up to her. Hold on.
Slowly,
I wanna-
stealthily.
Yes. I want to know, what does she look like? She's wearing a dress. Does she look like an important person?
she looks like a noble's daughter.
Like a noble's
It's
daughter?
Bob's daughter.
It's Bob's daughter.
We can use her as a hostage.
Bob's fucking hostage? That's also bad, but good.
Coffin.
She looks
We
young.
can just tie her up.
Coffin.
Do you want a
Youngish?
coffin her?
Yeah,
Coffin.
like teenager,
Put her in the coffin.
dwarf teenager.
Okay.
Are we gonna leave the coffin outside?
How big is her beard?
Put her in the coffin.
Does she
I
have
don't
a
know.
beard?
Just put her in.
It's a little
Fine, I
strap.
put her in the
Okay,
coffin.
so
We coffin her apparently.
we can't
Are you
Why are you
storing her in the
copying
coffin?
Yes.
do not. We don't need to do that.
You open up the coffin and set her in and close it. It now weighs more.
We're leaving this outside.
That's a
Duh.
bad.
I always
Actually,
think-
check
Why
if
are
she
we
has any
taking
sort
her-
of keys or anything.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
I start frisking her body.
Just-
No,
I was hoping.
uh,
I was hoping to look for identification on her
Give
body.
me a survival check.
Okay.
Would it not be investigation? Or is it because he's actually
She's
he's
searching.
frisking her?
I was joking. I'm looking for stuff.
It's a search.
14. I have no benefits to survival.
Okay.
14. You find a necklace and basically
You find
a
the
book
very
that she was
obvious
reading and a bookmark.
Okay. So,
I insert the bookmark into whatever place she was in the book.
How do you know?
The book fell closed.
Did it fall closed or did it fall open?
It probably would have fallen closed. Have you used books before?
It was open. She had like a thumb in it still.
Well, then she's the luckiest freaking person on this planet.
I assume it fell closed on her thumb.
She was, I was basically closed on her thumb. She still had it.
Hell.
I rolled a 50-50 just to see if it was because it would limit these.
I open it, I put the bookmark in, I close it.
so there was no identification.
Is there like a chip in her arm? Is there like I'm
Well,
not
we have
cutting
scanners.
it.
You don't have medicine. You don't know.
We put her in the Iron Maiden.
Freddie!
What?
She
Doesn't
really
have
does
medicine.
have medicine.
She doesn't know.
Freddie has medicine?
No,
No.
she doesn't. She's
She
not
just
trained
has
in
got a
medicine.
+5.
You don't have medicine?
No.
I am a cleric.
Do
I
I?
do magical medicine,
I'd
and
like
not
to,
the physical kind.
Go investigate the door.
It's
I
a
have
door.
a high
It's a
wisdom,
door
so I
that
will
is
pass
capable
most
of
medicine checks.
locking down in case of emergency.
Does it seem like it needs a pin to enter or some sort of security measure?
It seems unlocked. As far as you can tell, as you haven't tried it yet. It is a closed door.
So I can't investigate it beforehand?
How do you want to investigate the door?
Investigating with hacking to disable the
Yeah.
alarm.
No, that's what I want to do. I want to assist him actually. He's got a plus what?
9.
Yeah, I'm assisting him with hacking the door.
28.
We'd like to disable all alarms.
Entire street. They're probably not
You
connected.
think the door?
The door terminal.
He's
very poorly
you managed
designed.
to get
Localized
to the
alarm,
lo-
probably.
to
Probably.
the pad next to it that would probably be used to enter, basically like a garage keypad. You disable what would be an alarm subroutine in case of any unwanted intrusion or emergency.
Or wrong password.
Incorrect password. And then override door locking mechanism.
Yeah. The door is unlocked and now it's unalarmed. Awesome.
I opened the door.
You open the door?
The world ends.
I knew you were coming!
Yes, right out the door.
It's just this gnome with a rocket launcher.
This is why I'm in the front.
How does he have a dwarf daughter? Hold on.
You open into a
It's his niece.
short airlock with a camera in the corner.
Yeah.
Ah, crap.
Oh.
We're already seen.
You opened the door. You didn't like go in, did you?
No, I only opened the door.
You can see the camera. It can see you.
Fantastic.
Okay, guess we're going hot. I'll go
Well,
first.
the camera sees you.
Yeah, but that security's gonna go off real quick.
If someone's at the
Sneaking.
Disable the camera.
Sneaking.
Give me a sneak check.
I'll do that.
Lots. More than camera.
all of us are rolling stealth again.
15
Oh
again.
shit! 8.
24. Wait, no, 23.
I would like to avoid going in because I don't feel sneaky.
I'm just
I rolled an
listening to
8.
period.
You're gonna stay outside the entire
Wait,
time?
no, it's 26.
For a minute.
Yeah, I would like
Hey,
to
you
also
guys need
stay
me?
out for a second, just because I'm not stinky.
Just 1
period.
second. We need to disable the camera first.
Yeah, disable.
Okay.
So
I mean, I can turn
the
it
guy
visible.
wearing the powered armor suit's going in, along with his very, very silent rogue partner, and the two supporters are standing
Actually,
outside.
is it worth turning myself invisible without using my box?
How many times
Not
have you
right
tried yourself
now.
invisible?
Once you each have a invisibility device that will last a minute.
Well, he's also a caster.
Yeah.
He has invisibility, the spell, which lasts an hour.
Honestly, yeah, you should.
Or you could cast darkness in there.
Unless they have infrared cameras, in which case it doesn't matter.
Darkness is a magical effect that interrupts light.
But not heat.
Yeah.
Interrupts energy.
Interrupts everything. Darkness would prevent them from being able to
It's-
see us. Period. It would though.
It's been
very,
modified
very
with the invention
obvious.
of
Yeah.
other ways of sight to interrupt them.
It's too
It's a really obvious sign that someone is there though.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious.
Suddenly, one of your cameras that can see heat and normal and probably UV goes blind.
I have an idea. So do I get up to the camera with a 26 stealth check?
I mean, you can just walk up to the camera. It doesn't require a stealth check.
I don't want it to see me very much.
The camera has seen you. You opened the door and walked into it. The room. It
Is
sees
there
you.
any sort of
It's like
access
crouch.
mechanism next to the camera? Or a way to get into the camera itself?
It's a camera on a little stick pointing out the wall.
Go into the stick. Because that's where all the wires are.
I
would
want
like-
to open up the camera and attempt to configure it to have it play back,
The last hour and a half?
not the last hour, a few seconds between after when the girl walked out and when he opened the door. Between that time, just replay a few seconds.
Give me
And I
I'm
can't
not
assist
assisting
you.
with that
give
one.
me just a
can't
straight
assist.
intelligence check to
I
see
don't know
if
if
you can.
that's gonna
Straight
be
intelligence.
Do it!
10.
That might not be enough.
I don't think that's enough.
I mean, if he has the ability to hook it up to his little iPad thingamajigger, he can see when he wants it to replay.
You get it to replay a loop.
Okay,
A loop.
hopefully it's good.
It's literally a loop of our faces.
It's lupus.
It lives as a walking it.
We're sending in a fucking army.
There's four more. They're in teams. All these teams are identical. Lock down the base.
Unless we standardized team, we're fucked!
That look like Flag Ops 2. There's like hundreds of them. They keep coming.
So you set up a camera loop.
Actually, it would look identical. They're all in the same looking armor.
You're different sizes.
And I have a machine thing!
It's a
So
very
with the armor,
standard.
I'm 2 foot
military
5 normally.
unit.
With the armor, how much?
Like 3, even.
3 even? Okay.
It's a very standard
you have,
military.
you have like extra padding to make you look taller.
But
Yeah.
in every single group, there's one
Almost
person
adds
trying to
some-
be stealthy.
Just the brute, and then
There's always
Alright,
one person trying
you've
to
set
be
the camera to
stealthy.
loop.
But it's the same
You've
person in
entered-
each group.
You've entered the exterior airlock.
I'm gonna tell
What
them.
are you two doing? Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna tell
I
them.
answer.
I'm gonna gesture
Okay,
for
so
them to come in.
once.
Yeah. As soon as I realized the camera just saw them, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I walk in.
Yeah.
I check if the next door is locked.
It's locked
There's a
to
panel
shut.
next to it that says "Close outside door."
Yeah. You
Oh, I close the outside door.
As the outside door closes, the interior door unlocks.
Is there
Okay.
anything on
Fantastic.
the other side of
I
that
open it.
door? Interior
You
door?
You don't know.
I check for
Is
traps.
there a window?
I fail.
I also
There are no
check for
traps here.
traps. With a is that intelligence?
It's investigation.
Investigation.
You already
yes.
checked.
No, I can't
What was
check
your
for
total?
traps.
No, it's,
10.
10. He does a perfectly average job of checking for traps.
12. I'll move down to 13.
It looks like a door. That
The door is not trapped.
It looks like an interior airlock door.
I already said I opened it.
Oh.
All right.
Wait,
I check for traps!
I'm checking an open door for traps?
Yes.
That's pointless.
It opens up into a splitting into a hallway that goes left and to the right.
Okay.
Hey, Freddy, what direction do you want to go?
We should not split up.
Well, no duh.
Yeah.
I'm asking the person in
no.
charge what direction
Left
they
or
want
right?
To be fair, it worked last time.
Left.
We're going
She
left.
pulls out a coin and flips it.
Yeah.
Effectively.
That's what I was doing.
How do we want to arrange the team? Have Derek in the back, me and him in the front, and you in the back with Derek? Because
Are we continuing
that'd be
to
the
try and
best.
stealth?
Yeah, but that'd be the best combat position just in case we get compromised.
Okay.
Then I would be me, you, Freddy, him.
Right. So us in the front, them
Awesome.
in the back.
Sure.
Well, yeah, so it was just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I was giving an actual order instead of like 2 people and then 2 more people.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I gave a marching order.
All right. You sit down off this short hallway, and as you come around, you come to eventually to a corner that you peer off to the right. It looks to be a living room, an entryway.
Is there anyone
It's like
in
a
the living
foyer.
room?
You see a head sitting on a couch, looking at a screen
Stump
that's
the tongue.
playing. Looks to be a drama.
Stump us up. No, no. Don't waste it.
Probably have a better chance.
The question is it the target?
Does
I would
Does
Because
it
mine's a
look
con save,
like-
hers is based on hit points.
I would like to proceed forward. If I may. Can I be stealthy?
No.
No.
Make a stealth roll as if to creep around the corner, I guess.
Creeper.
That'd be an unnatural 20.
Why is there moon dust in here? I thought we put up the force field for that.
Fucking moon dust.
How does it get everywhere?
Hate this shit.
That really would get everywhere.
It really won.
It's like Mars dust.
Yeah.
It's so fine it can kill you.
Yeah.
That's why colonizing Mars is harder.
You creep around. Where are you going?
Just in person. I want to see if this is Bob. We saw a
Are
picture
you
of
gonna
Bob.
like go in front of them to look at the face? Or?
No, I'm creeping up to the back of them.
Sneaks along
So
the
you-
floorboards.
You crouch over and are behind. You are behind the behind the couch.
I would like to quietly draw my knife and put it at their throat.
Don't
Don't.
Don't.
Oh, no,
Don't.
no, they will scream.
don't
Cover their
do
mouth
that.
or suffocate them.
Don't just put a knife to their throat.
If we just.
How long does the
stop
storm of
it-
silence last?
It lasts a minute.
That's not going to help you.
could just
Then you
use
can't
this
ask them questions.
He falls
I only care if it's Bob.
Yeah, just
As you get closer
We
to the
can't
back
let
of the
people
couch,
like
you can see
going and activating systems on us.
It's a drama,
Just determine
guys.
if who it is.
Like 80% of people watch drama.
It's like a police drama. They have little.
It's space
space
police.
police.
Basically.
What race was
The
Bob?
murk of space.
Bob was a dwarf.
Is this a dwarf?
No,
Okay.
Fantastic.
Just step away.
just stun her.
it's
I
a
just-
human.
I would like to shoot them in the back of the head.
Don't
No.
With your
do
gun.
that.
Your gun is
Stun
legal.
want-
them.
Just-
No
Okay.
civilian casualties.
I don't care about civilian casualties.
The rest of us
Structural
do.
damage. Fluffing.
We're just like having this conversation in hushed tones right behind
If I
you.
see
have
him about to
pros and
shoot
cons.
them, I'm shooting him with a stun dart.
Just take the
Then shoot them
You
all
have the doubts of its effectiveness against his armor.
I will still try.
Just take my stun baton.
What is the
You
stun
have
baton to
one.
use?
Just
It's basically a sleep spell.
I know. Is it dex based? Is it strength based? What is it based?
Technically, that would be
don't
dex
think-
because
I can't
it's
remember
not
if you've
like,
ever called for a roll.
It'd
when
be like a
I've ever
short
used
sword.
it.
The times you used it, you didn't have to roll. It's a strength. It's
Oh, it's
strength to hit.
I have -1 to strength. I'm not stunning them.
Fine, I'll do it. I have a +5.
There you go.
The person in power armor is going to sneak across.
I level my gun at the back of their
Two
head.
14s. Okay, so I got a.
He hits
Fuck,
them
I
with the
guess he
stun
does.
baton and knocks them out
No.
with the stun baton. He hits them
21
over the
stealth.
head with the stun
Your
baton.
freshly oiled and clean servos.
Why does it
Despite
smell
the-
like oil in here?
Despite the effect of the dust outside, you manage to get up behind him.
And then a 14 to hit.
Oily dust, the best smell.
Roll with advantage
Smells like
as
oiled
it's
moon dust.
sneaking.
Alright, who brought the mech in?
Clean the bot.
25.
The first roll.
It's a cleaning mech. They have to make
As
sure they
you
have as much
bring up-
involvement as possible.
You bring up the stun
Damage do I
baton.
do?
Oh, it doesn't do damage.
Oh, okay.
It's non-lethal.
Well, with that roll, you probably broke their neck.
I want to kill him. No!
Pull it, activate it, and charge
Cut
into the
with
back
the
of his
stun
neck
baton.
and falls over to the right.
He just fell asleep.
Looking closer, he seems to have.
They're gonna be asleep for
He
1
seems
minute.
to be
Time up.
more of a guard or a mercenary who was off post,
They're gonna be asleep for 1 minute.
as
Time
he has a sidearm on him.
Okay, we take the sidearm. We're taking it.
We take the sidearm, tie him up. We're using your rope.
Why mine?
Use my rope.
We're using his rope. I don't care whose rope, as long as it's not my fucking rope. I want to just shoot the guy. Y'all were against that.
Shooting people
so.
is not the answer.
It is if they're gonna shoot me.
If he wakes up, maybe he'll just think he fell asleep.
And we
watching
gag him
TV.
too, so he can, when
Well,
he wakes up,
yeah,
he can't talk.
obvious. That's part of the time.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
We tie him up, take his sidearm, and search him for any other weapons. Would you like a roll?
No, you can do that.
Okay.
And then we move on. We go continue down the hallway.
We have to blindfold him.
Yes.
Okay. So. Find a sidearm.
As you tie him up,
I like how you still have a coffin on your shoulder.
I don't. We left it outside.
Okay, good.
as you tie him up, you hear, John. John, there's something weird with the outside camera. The mist keeps
You
leaving the
reply and
door.
pretend to be John.
Take his comms unit.
Pretend to be John.
I just see him leaving over and over again. I think something's stuck on the camera.
Damn it! I
I
had a
think
few.
it's stuck on the recording. Could you go check it out?
I turn up the drama all the way up as loud as it will go.
Through the headphones that he was wearing?
Oh, I unplug the headphones. So now it's playing loudly into the living room.
Are you fucking really? John, you lazy bastard!
Wait, still take his comms unit.
I
We want to keep
comms
hearing
unit.
this.
If you take it, it moves away from the it moves away from the noise. You know that, right?
No. I pick up the noise on the comm unit. I'm his laptop with us.
So
there
you
was
want-
a large
you have to bring the noisy thing
No.
with you.
No.
Pretend to be him and be like, sorry.
Pretend to
I
be
took
going
the
to
wrong-"
go fix it.
Yeah.
Pretend to be at least taking a look at it.
All right.
Say like the hard drive was corrupted or something.
Give me a deception check.
Say the recording was corrupted.
A deception check to sound like him.
Good lord.
Someone you've never heard talking. Just by the look of his face.
You don't even know what he sounds like.
Well, let's see. That'd be 23. I say one word. All right.
About time, you lazy fuck.
I paused.
You don't even know what he sounded like.
One word. How?
It's at that DC so high.
Probably a 20.
Yeah.
There was so much luck involved there that it wasn't even skill.
I still take his comms unit and basically mute it.
You go fix the camera, Derek.
I go fix the camera.
Go fix the camera. Yeah,
Take his comms unit.
That's what I'm like.
Fix the camera.
Whatever you did, just got a just as empty hall. Fucking brand new piece of shit.
Basically, I'm wiping the recording.
You basically just took off loop and now it's live broadcasting.
Okay, that works.
you fixed the thing you caused.
That's it. Just.
No, don't say anything.
Okay, I won't say anything. I just
Grunt.
No.
If you want to respond, just.
I just grunt and carry on. Go back.
Okay, now we have the comms unit, so now we know what they're saying
You
between
mistimed
each
it a
other.
little bit.
What?
You mistimed it.
This time what?
You're recording.
Yeah.
You mistimed it. So
Yeah.
So the loop was just the mistress leaving.
I figured it was
the-
either her leaving or us coming in.
Oh, if it was us coming in, they would have been, John, there's something wrong with you. It would be, John! John!
There's
John,
still
are you alive?
people in here! You're still alive! John! Oh, John, please!
Emergency evacuation.
Wait,
Go back to your
why didn't
shitty
the door
cop
close
phone.
when we locked down the base?
God.
I assume you come back and then unpause what I did.
Unpause and put the comms unit back on it.
No, we need to take
God,
the
asshole.
comms unit.
No,
so we
no.
know what they're saying between each
We
other.
just link it to ours.
Oh,
Yeah, we just
We have the ability to do that. Just
Yeah,
link their
Yeah, you
Just
can
link
find
the frequency,
You can
yeah.
find the frequency that's using.
just
Because we need to know what they're saying.
You
but
hear
I'm setting my comms unit
space-
to not transmit on that frequency.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
You hear constantly, basically, the interplay of a space cop drama.
This is fine.
I knew you were shifty, Ballad. We never should have trusted you.
You shouldn't have deleted that body cam footage.
I turn it down so it's a little bit quieter.
Sounds of like shots going off.
Wait,
really?
with the sounds of our shots.
Yeah, it's like in a firefight section right now.
Nice.
So we wait for a firefight section before we start shooting.
Yes.
How do you need
Mine would be a lot louder than that.
Past the couch to the right is like
Must have got a machine gun.
a kitchen with a bar set out front, interrupting the flow into it. It has a small dining room in the middle.
Are there any bottles of alcohol?
There's like a wreck.
I toss one to him.
Yeah! I
Don't
can't get
drink
drunk.
it.
Athletics.
Wait, can I
Athletics.
just go
Athletics,
mission?
oh no!
To catch. No, him. He has to make athletics to catch.
Oh, him. Okay, this is fine. This is
14.
fine.
Yeah, you catch it. It's not that hard.
Can I also drink it on the mission?
No.
No.
It would require taking off your helmet.
Ah, no, it's not worth it. Okay. I'll save it for later.
Puts it in his pouch. I'll toss him one too.
You could catch it. I hope you gave me the best one you could find in that short time.
Best tasting, least alcoholic.
It's true, the best tasting is normally the least alcoholic.
I look excited, like fuck yeah. I'm not getting drunk.
Get your better
there is
alcohol with
a
Kit
what
Kat.
looks to be a second exit, like the front door, connecting to the
stolen.
Main hallway.
connecting to the living room, and there's the hallway you came down.
Let's go in the front door, guys.
The front door, which is the exit to the house.
Oh, so it's just the
Didn't
hallway.
we just come in through that front door?
No, you entered through the side.
No,
of
so
the
we're
house.
saying
okay.
this is where we are, and there's another door here, and here's the hallway we came in.
So we're gonna go back and go the other way.
Yeah. We go back and go the other way.
Go down the other way. There is a staircase with a turn to the right to a spiral. Well, not a spiral, but like a switchback staircase. So it like turns left, goes up a few steps, and turns back around. You know that like U-turn there staircases?
The fire stairways.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Normal people stairs?
Pretty much.
And then there is a short hallway to the left away from the staircase.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go up the staircase. Because what else are we gonna do?
Well, I'm going ahead of you up the staircase.
Okay, good. I don't care. So much time to kill Bob.
Alright.
That's like 7 minutes.
God. That's a
Actually,
long
that's about
time.
9 minutes left.
That's not enough.
How
time.
long is that timer?
It's about 9.5.
Alright. At the middle point of the staircase, you see another camera looking down towards the staircase.
At this point, I'm
who's on
peeking
point?
around corners.
Who's on point?
And whoever's on point,
Give
peek
me a
around
stealth
the
roll.
corners.
Yeah. Okay.
Stealth
And
roll.
we need like a quarter to reflect some light.
That'd be a 20. No, 20. Unnatural.
20?
Yeah, unnatural.
Alright.
Do you want me to shoot it?
No, that'd be too obvious.
Oh,
It's an L-sectioned off hallway. Looking straight seems to be a room just to the left,
Is it rotating?
and 2 rooms to the right.
Is the camera changing, or is it just staring straight down the,
It's
stairwell?
basically just like moving, staring down the stairwell.
Okay, send Derek up and he can go hack it.
Do you want to go up, Derek?
yeah, sure.
It would be pretty obvious to the camera until you reached it.
Pretty obvious being high DC. Question. The room I can
The
see...
obvious is it can see anything that walks up the stairway. That's
Making
why the
sure
camera's
invisible.
there.
Also, the
It
guy
might
that
just
was
be
seeing
easier-
the recording will probably still be there. So
I'll activate my invisibility
okay.
Awesome.
and then sneak up.
Alright.
Because I doubt
You-
they have sound. Security cameras rarely have sound.
This is someone's paranoid base, but I mean... Yeah.
Even in paranoid basis.
Because whoever's observing the cameras cannot listen to say 7 to 8 sources of sound. at
Yeah,
once.
no,
So
that
That's
would
be a
true, that's
problem.
true.
Incredibly terrible to listen to.
That'd be so.
That would be torture. And then I'm
Sounds
going
usually
to
recorded,
attempt
but
to set it on a loop again.
Alright, give me a...
Or at least either a still image or a loop. Actually, still image. Make it seem like it froze.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my head out of that frame. And then still image of the freaking...
That's not good.
What is it?
11.
11.
Total?
2.
Oh! I mean, a still image of the hallway should be pretty simple.
It's fairly simple.
He got it with a 10 last time, guys.
He got a loop of a person leaving with a 10.
Yeah, so a still image should be easier.
Might be a still image of him slightly looking around the corner.
I
That's
avoid
fair.
looking around that corner. After you go around, I'm not looking over.
You, think you did it.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I should double check.
I don't think there is a way to double check.
Okay.
Well, I'm stealthing up the stairs then.
We all do it. I have a feeling he's going to be on the top floor.
How many floors are there?
I don't know.
Seems to be only a couple.
I should have just attempted to temporarily cut the feed. That's the thing that happens with security cameras.
Well, yeah, that's why I offered to shoot it.
The fact that
Well, that's a permanent cut of the feed. Temporarily and permanent are two very different things.
His
doesn't
bullet
matter.
also repairs it after he shoots it.
okay.
I wish.
That'd be a weird bullet.
So I had a thought.
I disintegrated the...
You had a thought?
For
think?
once, yes.
Oh no.
So, the fact that the daughter just casually walked out the front door and was reading, and the fact that the security people are still just being chill, leads me to believe that Bob isn't on high alert currently. He might not even know what happened.
That's true.
He probably doesn't. Bob just seems paranoid in general.
Yeah. So,
This is just his normal residence.
yes, I don't think... I expected that if he was aware of what happened, that he would be...
If he was aware of what happened, they wouldn't send in Black Ops. They would just straight up show up with a whole, probably only a couple of bits of an army, and just be like, "Hey, Bob, we're
A
arresting
fleet
you."
cannot track down one man.
But a Vice Admiral's flagship is full of soldiers. Hi,
But
we're...
this guy might be wealthy enough to have a way off planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Like a teleportation off planet.
That's fair.
But yeah, with that in mind, I would like to perhaps at least hold off on the maiming of the limbs.
The who?
Of the limbs. The maiming of the limbs.
I don't know, I still might want to. I want to see how my Gatling gun does about taking limbs
If he
off.
tries to escape, shoot him in the knee.
If I shoot him, his leg's gonna
Knock
be gone.
his kneecap out the other way.
If I shoot him in the knee, his whole leg's gonna be gone.
Don't me to shoot him in the leg?
Actually, yeah, let him shoot him in the knee. And maybe
Only
What?
part of his leg will be gone.
Alright, so you're still at this, like, top of the stairs. There's a straightforward. On the left
once everyone's past
is
done
a hallway to
fixing
the
it.
left. To the right is what looks to be a small room, and then there's two rooms. There's a room at the end of the hall on the right, there's a room in the middle, and there seems to be one large room to the left in the center.
And does it keep going up though?
And there's a hologram of a weeping angel in the middle.
Shit!
Anything that holds the image of an angel becomes itself an angel.
You don't see... That was such a weird movie. Weird episode, I mean. You don't see
That was the first one I ever saw. That was terrifying.
This is a terrifying one. It's not one. It's not. You see at the end of straightforward, like a panel to drop down a staircase to like an attic, but that's about it.
He's not gonna be in the attic.
They'll probably
Where
take
would
him to
someone
the big
that
room.
thinks he is important? Where would I go?
The big
The
room.
basement. The place that doesn't get destroyed from nuclear bombardment. Potentially.
If he's on guard, then why would he be? If he's not on guard, then he wouldn't be there.
Unless he just lives in the basement, like me.
His normal residence would be looking
Derek,
out.
he's not you. He runs a whole business.
Hey, sometimes business people don't get up.
Where
His
would
normal
some-
residence would be overlooking the
leave this
garden
room
in
half
the
the time.
large
Sometimes
room.
they don't.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And Derek, you do have a rather large room.
You're right.
I want to look for any place that looks more noble than others.
Give me a quick perception check.
You coming here, knock down my fancy
So
doors.
that would be. That would be a 15.
At the far end of the hallway on the left, there's literally a door with an embossed plate across it that says Bob Esquire.
I've done it, guys!
So do we kick in the door, or do we not? We probably should.
Is
We
there
probably should.
another camera in front of it?
Beep, 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 beep,
Is there another camera in front of it?
beep, 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 beep,
What are you doing?
beep, beep.
You're going over to.
Alright.
It's a wooden door.
Actually, are there any cameras there?
On the. Looking at the door?
Yeah.
Nope.
Any cameras along the hallway?
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
No.
And the door's warded?
Wood door.
Oh, dude, let's just break the fucking thing
Oh,
down.
so I can't go
Don't
beep, 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 beep,
No,
beep,
it,
beep, beep.
it
Not
has a
right
handle.
after that.
Can-
Most of the interior doors look.
I want
Hey,
to unlock
hey,
the door.
Yeah, just unlock the
interior,
door.
the interior fashion of the doors
That's
seems
pretty good.
less utilitarian and more of for show. They are fancy wood, thick oak with
Hey,
bright-
just
That's
kick,
like a 16
Golden
to
let me
unlock
kick
the
that
door.
door.
Just
let me
unlock
kick
it.
down the door.
bright silver handles.
It's like a 16 to unlock the door.
Let me kick down the door. I want to
The
kick
door's not locked.
Good. So I succeeded.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have me stand guard out front side of the door,
We want to talk.
and then you talk to him. You point your sleep
Do we
dart at
have
him.
some-
I'll be bad cop. I'll
Hold
just
on,
be
hold on.
pointing a sniper rifle
You
over his
guys
shoulder.
literally pointed out the fact that he probably has magical means to escape. Do we
Yeah.
have something to counter that?
No.
Then
you
we
wouldn't have-
shoot him.
Yeah, so.
Quietly, of course,
I
with
have,
your...
I have a pew pew pew.
Yeah.
Yes.
So as soon as we enter the room, Derek shoot him with the sleep dart.
I go in first.
Okay.
we would like to sleep dart him.
I'll open the. No,
Okay.
you open the door, Josh.
Easy peasy.
I'll stand guard outside the door, and you shoot him. And I don't know what Freddy's doing, but whatever. Nobody cares.
You
Yeah,
open
moral
the-
support! I can enhance ability, that's.
So you're gonna.
Yeah.
The doorway is like door. It's not a lot of space to pivot that many people through.
Well, no. He's.
He's in the hallway.
I'm in the hallway guarding the rest of the hallway. He's opening the door and he's putting his gun through and shooting the guy.
Okay. You.
I have hold person.
And then we take both of the people we've captured to the ship.
Okay.
Because it'd be easier
I have
to
no
interrogate
person.
him if we have his daughter.
Yeah.
You open the door.
We won't have enough air.
How quietly are you opening the door?
That's him opening the door.
Are you being loud with opening the door? Or just like kung, or are you
Open it quietly.
Quietly,
I'm
but
gonna open
quickly.
it quietly.
But quickly.
Quietly,
stealth a
quickly.
little quick?
Not like sleight of hand or something?
No.
11. I open it slightly more quietly than usual.
But still quickly, and that was the problem.
You see a dwarf working in front, working at a desk that's a little bit short. There's two.
Hold on.
He doesn't even care for the description.
And as you come in, he's like, "What's up?" Oh my god!
And then you shoot him in the face.
I hit him!
What's the
With
roll?
the 21.
Oh my god!
Okay. Well, that works.
Is there anyone else in the room?
Can anyone else pick up
no,
other than me?
but there is a camera in the far corner looking at the entryway
Shit.
of the store.
I open communications on the comms that we found. We have your boss back down.
Who the fuck?
I wave at the camera.
Oh shit! Oh, John! John!
Your friend
Someone,
is
someone,
okay.
you shitty camera!
We didn't kill him, we just took his comms unit.
He's currently. Well, actually, we didn't
Yeah,
even
we
take his
didn't take his
comms.
comms.
He's just
Actually,
currently
yeah, that's true.
tied up. We have your
He's
boss.
fine.
We have your boss's daughter. We're leaving quietly and without a fuss, if you would.
The military appreciates his support.
Okay,
You
let's
say
leave.
that?
Wait, what did you say?
The military appreciates support.
Okay.
Just going to pick him up and carry him out.
What do you mean to carry him out?
Okay, guys, yeah, let's get out of here.
We refill our oxygen tanks on the way.
We literally stopped by like the security office and say, "Hey, feel these for us." We no, we don't.
No, we're not going to do that. Don't do that.
You don't know what the security office is anyway.
Knocks on all the doors until we find it.
Do I need to roll a carry him?
Honey, is there something?
Tasha.
There is a dwarf woman right.
Stunner.
Stop it,
There.
Stunner! Stop! Hold! Everyone hold! Come with us. We have your daughter. We have your husband. If you come with us quietly, that'd be lovely. We don't intend to harm any of you.
I like how we're dressed in like full black, like not even a face.
We don't intend to harm any of you.
Well, I try and say
picture
nicely.
stormtroopers. I picture.
Yeah, there is a voice interrupted to make you more menacing.
I picture like these
Can I turn
black
it off temporarily?
stormtroopers.
Turn it to friendly mode.
Mind turtle.
What did you say as in mind turtle?
Mind turtle.
Just turn it to friendly mode and then only use explosives.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Do I have advantage?
No,
Why?
disadvantage.
Fantastic.
Come with me if you want to do.
I don't care. Let's see. Persuasion. Plus 6. 11.
Just throws the stun baton.
I do not throw it.
Tomahawk it.
I was ready for this. I was ready for this result.
Yeah,
I was.
so was I.
We now have the whole
You get
family.
a attack roll.
Perfect.
Fuck.
We're going to put it in the coffin.
Okay,
of them?
so
Probably
that.
not.
Yeah, probably both. How
So
many?
anyway,
18.
They will.
And she's proficient with the batons. So
That's
that's an 18.
okay.
They live
I
on a moon.
Yeah.
I pick up the dwarf
Do
woman.
they have space
and
to
carry
carry a
her.
day's worth of oxygen?
God,
They have
guys.
extra oxygen tanks. They do. You don't not have extra oxygen tanks on a moon base.
Yeah.
Okay, well we.
Can we see like suits on the way in? No?
Yeah, there was suits in the airlock.
Okay.
Probably, you don't know how long the air would last.
We put Bob in.
Can I take it from her and hit her with?
Can we call the ship over to land in front of the base?
Yeah.
As you walk outside,
There's
you
probably
can if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do that.
The
We want to.
autopilot can
Yeah.
definitely fly that short of a distance.
This was significantly less than I thought. But
What'd you get?
what? No,
What?
no. I'm just less resistance. 'Cause I'm just okay.
Alright. Where are you summoning the ship to?
We put Bob in the coffin. Take the daughter.
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna take out the daughter.
Okay.
Put them in space
I would like to
suits.
bind her hands behind her.
Of course.
After putting both the daughter and the wife.
I will carry both.
You
You check over, make sure they seal properly.
The two. I'm carrying all the people because why not?
Are we gonna take
Just let them
everybody?
walk.
Is one
I
of
Yes.
carry
strapped
two of
up?
them.
Does
We're
she?
taking
She
the
doesn't
other
have air. They don't have it.
We have suits for them.
That's kind of morbid to have
Yes!
a cough in his
So-
backpack.
You move the book off of the
But I love my
little girl's
mother.
lap. Put it in the
That's a lot
suit.
more morbid.
Okay.
You're welcome, Derek.
Mother needs
After she's
help.
in the suit, I just kind of
That's
like
what I was thinking.
hold on to the book and tie her head.
Mother must get to safety.
I'm assuming
Cicero,
it's the woman
yes,
awake.
mother.
No.
No,
what I
cool. We
was
put her in
thinking.
a suit too.
Alright.
The husband goes in the
The
coffin.
Dark
Yeah.
Brotherhood in Skyrim.
I'm assuming it seals like any
Yeah.
good.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. There's like 4 locks.
Okay.
It's very secure.
We never checked if the ship had a brig. I'm
No,
assuming it does.
you said it did.
The ship?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought you said it had
We'll
a
just
room
lock
with
them in one of
oxygen.
the rooms.
Yeah.
Just lock them in one of the rooms.
There's an extra crew quarters, but there's no actual brig. It's too small.
Lock
of a
them
ship
in the
for it.
room.
It's fine. We'll just
Lock all 3 of them in the spare room.
No,
Did-
lock 2 of them and then put the coffin in like somewhere where we can
We just
launch
need
it.
Oh, the
Take
coffin
off
goes
and-
back to its storage spot
Yeah,
We just
with
need.
Bob still in it.
yeah.
He'll be fine.
We just need. No, he'll starve.
No.
Why do
No.
we tell the daughter when she wakes up?
How old is she?
She looks to be like a teenager.
A teenager.
Like 16.
Okay.
We just got
Sorry,
Oh,
girl.
Clifford.
Sorry, kid. Daddy committed war crimes.
That's what we tell both of them. Sorry, miss, your husband committed war crimes. Sorry, ma'am. Your father committed war crimes. So
You're coming
We're
with
not gonna
us.
hurt you, but you're coming with us.
you're coming with us.
Alright, so
Wonder what they'll say when we come back with the
the
whole
ship
family.
lands.
You are supposed to bring back one person!
lands out just outside the area which you used the entry device in. You can recollect it on the way out.
Kind of
Um,
walk through the shield, take it after everyone comes through.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty simple. You see like an attic window. There's just a ashen-faced man standing.
I looked
wave.
directly at him
Thank you
and
for your
pointed him and
cooperation.
like give a thumbs up.
I wanna wave.
and then I take the thing off the shield and
On the comms, I say thank you for your cooperation before we take off the things.
purposely put your hand here, like the side of your face as well.
I do.
You touch a flashlight.
Also, you should tell him to collect John.
Also, if we actually, can we collect the rope from John?
You want to collect a short piece of rope from John.
Oh, it
We
was,
don't need the rope.
we
need
don't need
more.
the rope.
Just
They
to-
have more rope.
John's still in the living room. I think he wouldn't mind if you rewound his show by about. How long have we been inside?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes.
I need to untie him too.
And then tie him. Or not. Farewell.
God. Okay.
You just hear,
Can I roll persuasion to be friendly?
I guess.
don't think so at this point.
Disadvantaged, of course.
That's unfortunate because the first one's a natural 20.
No.
That'd be a 10.
Okay.
Just like a silent nod.
The funny part is I'm perfectly, I'm the average level of what, actually that'd be an 11. I'm the average level of what would be expected for friendlies.
All of a sudden, a ship.
Your very specialized, intimidating ship with a big fuck-off gun lands just on top of the ridge.
Yeah.
Also, if you wouldn't mind transferring all your credits too.
I don't need to do
Don't do
that.
that.
Don't do it.
That's unfortunate.
The higher ups would probably take it anyway.
That's true.
So you get them back inside the ship. You put the two women inside one of the
And lock it.
unused rooms and set a lock on it. You set the coffin into an alcove design for it, which then connects with a bunch of tubing and some auto maintenance, basically life support systems, to keep him alive even in case of a vacuum failure.
Oh, cool.
I go up to the cockpit and kind of wave through the windows. I activate the launch thrusters.
From this angle, you can see down. He's in the corner.
Okay. At some point, I want to.
Was there only 2 guards?
They don't need that.
They have a whole planet.
Only a moon.
Not very many people can get
More
to a
people
moon.
gets more attention. There is a small landing pad on the north side of the house towards the main exit that was out of the living room.
Yeah, but you need a
And
garage
the
door
ship.
opener to get the shield
Okay.
open.
So,
It's a bypass.
so how long was the journey this way?
2 days.
2 days? Okay, so
2 days
Wow.
we
back.
want to talk with them before.
Okay,
half an
okay,
hour.
I'm drinking the alcohol.
We'll just have lunch.
Your new acquisitions are awake.
Yeah.
The ones in the room or the one in the box?
That's a weird way to put it. I probably wouldn't have used
Slavery
that word.
legal
I
or is it
acquired
disgusting?
people!
No, slavery is not legal.
Okay.
That is a very strange way to put it.
Can we sell them on the black market?
No.
Hostages. Try hostages.
Denied.
Please do not refer to the acquisitions as acquisitions, instead as hostages, please.
Your 2 hostages are awake.
That's not better.
Prisoners!
Prisoners.
Prisoners of war?
Just prisoners.
Just prisoners.
Okay. Prisoners instead, please.
Your 2 prisoners are awake.
That's not better.
It's better than acquisition.
Okay.
Better than acquisition.
Prisoner is better than hostages. Hostages is better than acquisitions.
So what's better than prisoner?
guests?
Your guests are awake. Yes.
Actually, that sounds perfect.
I like this.
Your guests are awake.
I'm
and
gonna
now
go drink
talking.
the alcohol. I don't care. This
She
is
starts shrinking
Okay.
as the trying to program the computer.
So, you two be intimidating.
Oh shit.
I can just
I'm not
stand
being-
there and be intimidating.
I rolled a 4 on my constitution check with this alcohol.
He's
You're
drunk.
fucking good.
No, it's not that much alcohol.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Well, technically that is a 11. So.
I want a good cop, bad cop this shit. I want to go talk to them.
Can I come talk with you and just have the alcohol?
You keep it intimidating.
Smash
I am the
alcohol
bad
against the
cop.
wall.
I am the bad cop.
Yeah, you hide your fucking gun.
I bring
So
lunch.
the question
I
is,
bring
do we
3
intimidate
lunches.
them both at once? Do 2 of us intimidate one, 2 of us interrogate one, 2 of us interrogate the other?
Well, we
I
store
have
them
some
all
food.
together.
Or do all 4
Yeah,
of us
I bring
interrogate one person at a time?
Before any of you, any of the rest of you enter the room, I just go in, close it behind me, having been carrying food. I brought you food. So,
It's pretty terrible. I go over the speaker.
it's
Pretty terrible food.
it's
It's
well, it's better than what we've been having.
You're not wrong. I have the shipwide communication.
He's sitting at his chair.
I just scoot over a chair.
Are you in my fucking chair?
Now I'm reaching over for mine.
Good. You're lying.
They seem to be like hunched over.
I've come to talk to you about Bill. Very
You're
friendly.
the best black cop.
What about that?
He committed various war crimes and got someone very high up in one of the other monarchies killed.
This is recorded.
I know it's recorded.
What?
No,
No, but he turned the whole plan to freaking cursed.
your father and your husband turned it into...
Wait.
They're like really.
How you
hungover.
just said that is not acceptable. Your father and your husband.
Addressing them. There's 2
Oh,
people
Your
here.
husband.
Your father and your husband. 2 people.
Bob is his first name, correct?
Dormsund.
Trumpetsund. Most of the planet's
It
inhabitants...
says Bob because it's easier for no.
That's very understandable. Turned most of the planet's inhabitants into thoughtless, murderous beings.
I am playing this back over the intercom, not with that room isolated, so that everyone else can hear what he's saying as well.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that.
I assume we
not
planned for this.
Entirely sure if it's intentional. This is
He
why...
said he did bad PR.
Public relations. Oh no.
No, he very much did not. I was present for that. And as...
Hey, bad public relations. Are you doing?
I was present for that. The leader of this crew ended up dead, and the rest of this crew has since had to
Wait.
die.
Don't say it like that or else Freedy will know.
Freedy's going to be informed.
His actions led to the death of an officer.
His actions led to the death of an officer, and the rest of her crew were unceremoniously evicted from the Navy and then executed by the officer's family.
Are you seriously gonna?
That's not true. They died trying to save her.
Use that in my private comms.
Okay, I will. I press the other button. Which is totally the
This
wrong
was being
button. That's the
broadcasted.
out of ship comm. So I tried the next button.
That's crew comms.
Good. Is this the right one?
I don't have that many fucking buttons.
There's only 3, but I don't know which one's which.
There's more they're labeled. They're just not fair.
They're labeled.
There's like CC, out, OC.
I don't know what that means, even with my intelligence of 20. I didn't study this.
So you literally just said that word for word as this is being broadcasted to the entire ship.
I don't know what's being broadcast.
I think we discussed this beforehand.
No, I walked in.
I pressed the button to broadcast it to the ship.
So that is exactly what I said. Because that's the
Fucking hell.
story that we are pretending happened. Is that your family, after you died, we got executed.
I thought the file said that.
We
The
died.
file!
We were KIA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for him.
We are different people now.
Yes, I know.
Your official file was UKIA.
Yeah.
The official file was KIA. The unofficial is that we were effectively executed by her family.
No, the unofficial,
The unofficial is KIA.
Oh, really? Okay.
The unofficial is you got new faces. That's the unofficial. The official was UKIA.
Oh, cool. The last crew was entirely killed in action besides the last man who managed to...
Make it to the hospital and then die.
who made it to the hospital and then died. They were able to do damage control, but not much else.
Okay.
Your husband has effectively killed
An entire
most of a planet,
Yeah.
besides about 1,500 of its residents.
Most of a species. That species was not spacefaring.
They were getting there. They were just entering the spacefaring age, actually.
Yes, but they weren't yet.
Been arguing over comms.
Quit using my damn button!
The one passes out. And the girl's just looking like she's in shock.
Here's
Staring at you.
Here's some food. Eat something. Here's something to take an edge off. The bottle that he tossed me. Has
You
very
give
little
them alcohol?
Yes.
But that's ours.
Don't do
No, it
that.
was mine.
The girl just
To be fair,
grabs
was
it.
his.
Girl.
Try not to get yourself killed.
Stop her about halfway. Save some for your mother when she wakes up.
Go.
Okay. But anyway,
And just is like staring in the distance.
most likely you and your mother will be released
That's gonna be
after
an argument
being
in the
questioned.
next 2 days. That she just drunk that much alcohol.
No, take the bottle. They won't know. Take the bottle.
Wait, does she drink the entire bottle in front of me?
Fuck yeah.
I take the bottle.
This is like the disposal unit inside the room.
I just toss it. So, you'll most likely be politely questioned about anything you might know about his activities, and then his enterprise will probably be taken apart. You may be...
I said that over crew comms. This side is crew comms.
Okay.
This
His enterprise will most likely be
this
taken
one is
apart.
out of ship broadcast.
And depending upon if you're willing to testify against him, you will probably be given new faces to live out the rest of your lives. I think get up and leave.
Just
And then we
thousand
don't
out
Smooth. Real smooth.
And then we don't talk to them for the next 2 days.
Actually, we
I
had a
can't
whole
bring-
week travel.
No, it's 2 days.
Oh, I thought
keep
it was a
bringing
week
them
back.
food at like
Okay, so
3 times a
They,
day.
they just seem kind of really distant.
They're shell shocked.
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
want to talk to the
Do you want to try and question the husband, Bob?
I do
We need to
actually.
keep him in the suspension though.
We need to keep him in the coffin.
We could just pull him out where there's
Yeah.
3 different guns pointed at him.
Yeah, that was more along the lines of what I was about to do before you walked in.
I suppose we could.
Yeah,
Stop. With the metal.
unless he's got
It's
something.
incredibly loud.
That was really loud.
Yeah.
The microphone
it'd
you succeeded.
take a little bit for him to wake back up.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that he doesn't have anything else on him. I assume he doesn't.
We give him prisoner clothing.
You give him back the book.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I give the go.
There's nothing left over there.
Okay. So
No, she has to live out her 4 days.
he probably
with 2
has
days
magic.
I placed the alcohol and the book at the same time.
he probably has magic, huh? Because he's noble? Question mark.
He's less noble and more like a rich tradesman.
He's a merchant.
He's
Okay. So want to make sure he doesn't have anything magical on him, and of course, just have him tied.
Ship scan
hands
for
behind his
interior
back, all
magic
that.
items.
I'm assuming
We do not have that function.
Dang it.
Does the cop have that function?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I strip him out of everything and put him in a jumper.
You put him into just like a set of
Like
clothes.
Like a flight suit? We don't have jumpers to spare.
I put him in like sweats and a jacket of some sort.
Don't take my sweat.
Okay.
Your sweats are the only ones that we have.
Those
They
would
are
fit the least.
Way too huge.
They would just fall down.
I'm
So
on with like a rope or something.
I assume the ship has like spare clothing.
No.
No?
It's not. You pushed its date of action up by at least a month.
Ah, cool.
It is not fully equipped
It
yet.
has a fire
Yeah.
extinguisher.
yeah.
Like, that's a
Does
plus.
it?
No, it doesn't.
It has a fire starter too.
It's a fire starter.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the cleric.
The fire system to put it out is in there, but the handheld fire extinguisher is not there. The ship-wide fire extinguisher is, but that's built into the systems.
You mean the airlock?
No, there's photon systems.
Fair enough.
Okay. So
Well then,
I've told you all to look intimidating with guns. And we'll just wait for this bastard to wake up.
Would you like me to make an intimidation check?
I just have a blanket gun against his forehead.
Do
That's
not
what I
have it against his head. You are just standing.
There's a sleep dart in it.
I would like to look intimidating.
Regardless, no.
so you waiting?
Just
you're waiting
hold
for
your
him
fucking
to
gun.
wake up from being drugged.
Yeah. And are we in the same room as the family? We're in
No.
a different room?
We're in a different room.
Cool. Good.
It's like the storage area,
Cool.
basically.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's fine. So just
Do you just pull him out and do it in there?
we tie him up.
Tie his hands, make sure he can't make any magical symbols with his fingers.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
possible.
Tie each of his fingers separately.
Yes, he's tied with his hands like this, and then wrists and elbows.
Little do you realize this is exactly what he needs to do to cast a spell.
I'm part
Behind
of
his
Okay.
That'd be hilarious.
Comes to tied like this, like seriously.
Yes.
What?
His arms are tied over his back, so he can't move them.
Morning,
Hi.
gentlemen.
My name's Henderson.
Who are you?
I'm the knight.
Henderson. Sir.
What the
I summoned my gun at that moment.
And I pull out mine.
Nice to meet you, fellows.
Yeah.
What can I do for you, good?
When was the last time you committed a war crime?
Let me answer the Damn it.
Have you committed a war crime within the last 3 months?
Never? I didn't even know we're at war.
Have you committed a war crime within the last 12 to 24 weeks?
You reduced the population of a planet to about 1,500.
That... What?
I show him
what?
pictures
Wait,
that have
Okay.
his name on them.
Are you
picture of a robot that's spewing,
Yes.
toxic gases and...
Yep.
Yeah.
From the body cam.
are you familiar?
What the I'm not saying anything until I get my notes. You guys obviously...
Oh, you'll be meeting with more important people than us very soon.
I walk over to where my armor is and I put it on.
I'm wearing
Not
my
wearing
armor.
armor.
Why are you wearing your armor?
I put on a helmet then. I assume I wasn't wearing that. Click. Does this look like someone that talks to you?
like someone who's joking.
Does this look like someone that lets you talk to a lawyer?
I had no idea. It was just try.
I want to know who.
Damn it, let me be.
I don't even know what that is.
All right.
It's the planet, but I forgot the name. Yeah.
I actually say the name in character, but out of character I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
Did we ever name it?
No.
Like I said, out of character I don't know
What's
the
the name of the fucking planet? I assume we know that.
You had never told the name of the planet. I have to be honest.
I go and open the logs, the file, and find the name of the planet.
Yes, we're just collecting information.
Do I find the name of the planet in the
If
file?
you don't,
So, are you familiar with the branch of, presumably, your,
Let's be honest, I never named the planet.
Bob's extermination
frantically searching for
service?
the
Does
name.
that have anything? Does that ring any bells for you?
It was
It's
to
a
kill
branch
rats.
of a business. It's to get rid of pests.
What is
What
the
do you-
definition of a pest to you?
Like rodents or... It's the programmable.
Then why was it attacking bipeds?
There's some
And only bipeds.
bipedal pests. Like
Only bipeds.
there's some... Was
what kind of race was it again? It was like a dog-like race.
If it was like a dialect race, they'd be in these.
Dog-like.
Okay. Like
Okay, well, the dogs weren't getting infected.
Well,
No,
there
it was-
pet dogs, and then there was. I don't.
They looked sort of like they looked sort of like pug-faced animals, creatures.
Is there any chance that someone didn't bother reprogramming them and sent them to a planet, and caused such a massive failure of your systems?
Yeah, soup bug. It would take a lot to. I don't develop the systems. What?
I want to know who developed the systems. I want to know who has been buying and or who you've been trading with.
Your
Also, I
shipping
want to know
man-
about
A lot
this.
of people.
Your shipping manifest at the least.
Shipping manifest.
I don't have those at the corporate office.
Well, you're going to get them.
We didn't come from the corporate office.
We didn't
No
come from the
way.
corporate office. No, we
No,
didn't.
obviously it came from some.
Well, I'm sure the Vice Admiral will be able to help you get those.
Vice Admiral?
Oh,
Oh shit. This is not a PR accident.
This is a PR accident. It must be.
Uh,
It's either
You could call it
intentional
one.
extermination of a species or a PR accident.
Also,
Unintentional or near genocide. Unintentional
Unintentional
genocide.
genocide.
whoops, what do you call that?
also, you get to explain to your wife and daughter how you've been apprehended and why. They've been informed that you've committed a massive.
Also, there's royalty after you
There's also royalty after you. You caused
shit.
severe injury.
for the
And
indirect
your
murder
death.
of their daughter.
Of the whole.
Relevant information
Of the
only,
whole
please.
Tuscan. Not Tuscan.
So,
That's what it is.
you get to explain to your wife and daughter what happened. You get to explain to the Vice Admiral, and perhaps the monarchy of an entire race that
And
might
your-
be looking for your head.
And your lawyers. You're gonna explain it to them too.
Doesn't matter how much money your lawyers make, the militaries make more.
It's so true.
So,
Sure.
I would do your best to cooperate, just because I think that's in your best interest at this point.
Sure. Whatever you say. I'm just.
Fantastic.
Okay. Okay, so we want. So. I want names. Do you know? So who is in charge of the programming for your services?
It's like
There's Jimmy's back on the
50,000 people. I don't know all of them.
Can you just stun him and put him back in the thing? He's kind of.
God.
God,
question.
We still have more questions.
I've got
Damn
a
it!
question. I pulled up a picture of the strange device we found. Do you know anything about this?
The fuck is that?
Some sort of communications device that also served as a communications jammer.
It was from the alien spacecraft, right? The first
You
one?
found no. You found it on the trading vessel.
That's right.
Okay.
It was on the trading vessel, and it was allowing those that were cursed by your extermination robots to act in hordes.
Then they did it. It wasn't us. I swear that never seen it before. Must be some off-list cargo.
Okay.
Look, whoever took the cargo, it's his fault.
You might
Have you
burn for
reported
it.
anyone taking cargo from you recently?
What was the question?
Have you reported anyone taking cargo from you recently?
Because they
It
can't get it
happens.
out of nowhere.
Happens time to time pirating, but what?
But did you report it? Is there a report to back up your claim?
I would have to know what shipment it was.
Okay.
Your best chances at this point is to hope that you are correct and can prove that it was someone smuggling illegally on one of your trading vessels. Otherwise,
Just ask the guy. I mean, if you.
he's dead.
Oh.
He was kind of zombified.
He was the first one to die to the extermination robots, presumably.
Yeah. Or escape.
Also, why do your extermination robots turn people into zombies?
Yeah, that's.
They shouldn't.
Well, they did.
I don't know. I don't. I'm just a salesperson. I just do books, man. I just do books.
That's quite
Alright.
unfortunate for you.
God.
As he's being interrogated by 4 Black Ops operatives.
I'm not even doing that. I'm just drinking in the bag. Okay.
Leaning on a giant minigun.
So, would you like to
With the sniper
take this
rifle.
time to explain to your wife and your daughter,
And sniper rifle.
since we will be
sniper rifle.
arriving at the Vice Admiral in about 24 hours, would you like to take this time to talk to your wife and daughter about the alleged war crimes? Or would you like to go back in the box and
It's
be
not war
unconscious?
crimes. Not a war.
Those are crimes. Those
The
are crimes.
massive
Mass
genocide. The mass genocide.
Genocide. Yeah.
The mass genocide. Or would you like to go back in the box and be unconscious for the next 24 hours?
You have my daughter?
And your wife.
That was mostly an accident.
We gave Rebecca Boke.
Okay.
You accidentally drank with us.
God
Would you
damn
like
it.
to talk to them for the next 24 hours?
Please. Please, let me see.
Here's some
them,
food.
Please.
Okay.
Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day.
Okay, so
He's got 24 hours
we
until
should
he's being
I can just
declared.
imagine you giving him like heart attack.
okay,
Here's
so
some food. Have a lovely day.
I don't think we
Shoves
should
him
just,
into the room.
I don't think we should
Locks
just,
the door behind him.
I don't think we should do that. I think we should stand in the same room as they're talking, at least for a little bit.
We have comms.
I go up
literally
to the
just
comm
open-
system.
No, I go. My comms. I open
I go
transmissions
up to my seat.
from that room to the crew comms, so everyone's just listening.
Basic. Do you like. Who's putting him in?
Me. I say,
He
here's some
patches
food.
him
Have
in.
a lovely day. I toss. I escort him to the door.
You push him in.
I don't push him in, but I open it for him.
Spider kick.
Oh my god, Dad! And they just rush. It's okay.
Please stay in the room.
It's not like you'll have another choice.
Well, like
It's like a massive steel bolt that goes all the way through the door to the other side.
he said they rushed him, so I assumed that. He was still like halfway through the doorway. They came up and like jumped on him. So I'm like, please stay in the room. I gently push them in,
And then,
and then close behind him.
It's mostly like
welcome to your prison.
the general. Oh, thank God you're not dead. You're still here. Where are we? What's going on? How come they've taken us? You know, that kind of stuff. Are they trying to ransom us? Are they pirates?
No.
We are the farthest thing. Would pirates have a cannon like this?
Yes, they would.
Hi, we.
Actually, that is something pirates would try to do. Build a little ship to fit a big cannon.
Yeah.
Generally unsuccessfully, but this is much more well calibrated and put together.
Well, you see, we took it down this capital ship, and all that was left was this gun, so we needed to build a smaller ship out of the pieces.
We blew a hole in it, so we had to make it smaller, but the gun still fit.
God damn it, guys. I hope this was like fucking hell.
This was a breach and clear kind of mission.
Oh, it definitely was.
Except clearing involved tranquilizing and tying people up.
We could. God damn it. We still have. There's still somebody we need to go after. God damn it.
He was basically told it was a. You hear him explain that he was told it was some PR accident on a nobody world. That that apparently it was worse than they were told. That some very scary men have more questions for them probably soon, and the Vice Admiral of the Navy to be questioned.
Yeah.
And the question, why are you in pants? They fit terribly.
I'm probably in sweatpants.
They're,
I'm gonna
they're
take
like,
them off.
they're like a foot below his leg.
I'm probably
Dragging on the floor.
I probably took my armor off. I'm in sweatpants and no shirt, just drinking alcohol.
You look like a drunk.
She's a
Don't care.
I think he classifies this one now.
God damn it.
But yeah, you have captured Bob, his wife, and his daughter.
We captured Bob's family, except for probably like his son-in-law,
Wait,
which
what
was
if
the
this-
security guy.
What if he has another son on the place and we just took the whole family to the son?
The security guys were actually his son and his son-in-law.
Oh god. You know how terrifying that'd be? We have your boss. Dad! You see, your sister go out. She doesn't come back in.
No, you see her go out repeatedly.
You see her go out repeatedly.
God.
You have the file on the family, you know that, right?
How many people were in the family?
4.
God damn it!
He's gonna be traumatized. I guarantee it was the security guy.
The guy who's sitting in the car.
Who was it?
It was the security guy.
Was it the guy watching the cameras or John?
Actually, he has an oldest son who is a captain in the Navy.
This is fine.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
We're
We
black
can
out.
track him down. The military can track him down. I don't want to do that personally. God.
Captain is nowhere near Vice Admiral. We're fine.
Anyway, as you retrieve the targets,
Supreme Admiral.
target and additions,
When we get
and
within
making
range,
your way back
tell
to
them we
the,
succeeded.
to
Fire the cannon.
Blows up Vice Admiral. Shit.
As soon as,
now you're pirates.
as soon as we're within
I'm tempted to be a
comms,
pirate with this shit.
back me through your Vice Admiral.
Well, we have to let them try.
Yeah, we need
Roger
to.
that, Crescent.
fair.
Patching you through. So I see you're
At
successful.
least twice.
Yes, we have everyone in the family except for the captain in the Navy. They were all present, so...
We'll find him. We'll bring him in. Make sure he's good and questioned.
Alright.
Comfortable.
I doubt he has any real connections, but we'll see.
Okay.
Alright.
Bring them in. We'll have Doc give him a stern talking to.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We're gonna have Red give him a string
So
talking to.
once we get
I think
there,
Red's on
I
this.
do intend
He's probably
before
not.
or as we're handing them out, just to pass on. Hey, I don't think they were
Red?
aware of this. Just be like,
You open the back gate, and there's just a line of 12 more black operatives.
I just
Just-
wave.
Two of them are walking forward with 3 sets of handcuffs. The others standing by with big, just
Go over and
unmarked
open the
rifles.
At this point,
Pointed.
Wait. At this point, I would talk to
Pointed.
Bob and seeing if he was willing to just come quietly.
Well, he's not making a peep. He's just like,
I just
three
point
guys-
at the door for the three guys that are coming.
handcuffs. I just kind of wave them off.
oh,
they just clip him to the side.
I assume they're the Black Ops military police.
Oh, fuck yeah.
fucking hell.
They just grab his arm and stop dragging him away.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Yeah. So I just wanna
Now there's more of us.
We go and talk to the
We have
Vice Admiral.
multiplied.
Yeah. do we get to talk to the Vice Admiral?
I assume
I
he talks
follow
to us
them.
before they question him.
Before
Let
we
us
get
wait for a
off,
while.
I change back into my armor. Hide the alcohol.
He just kind of
You
drunkenly.
were on camera.
Finish the alcohol. Get rid of the evidence and walk out as.
You were
Straight
on
as I
camera.
I don't care.
Then why are you hiding the evidence?
You didn't have that much alcohol. You had like a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had enough to get a little bit tipsy with your constitution.
Yeah.
This is the problem. If your body's too strong, you get less drunk.
Anyway, so
Just
do
start
we talk
donating
to the
blood.
vice town?
You brought 2
That'll
debriefing room with him. It's like
Okay.
We did it.
fairly well done.
Except for you for drinking on the
Do-
mission.
So, as far as I'm aware,
So wait.
To be fair, he didn't drink on the
it
mission.
doesn't
I didn't.
seem
I-
It's just you.
that
I didn't drink on the mission. I
he
drank
was
on the way
unaware
home.
that his
Still at the mission.
PR groupies didn't inform him the severity of it all. He seems quite cooperative.
That seems like standard corporate fare to me.
Yeah, that does.
Definitely need to look into the
Don't worry, this is big enough that someone's gonna drown in this bullshit.
Yeah.
We already
Probably
did.
a lot of people.
I
We
assume,
already
that,
drowned in this bullshit.
I assume he'll be happy to hand
pull
over
back
any
to the
information
surface.
we request.
Yeah, afterwards.
Oh, hand is a generous word for what's gonna happen.
Of course, of course.
So what's
They're
next?
generous people, of course.
Next we finish refueling, repairs, head out again. When something that requires your touch comes up, we'll send a notice.
So
We
we're
have this
free?
ship fully
We're
stocked.
freaking free for a little bit, guys?
Wait,
You're on a super carrier.
wait. We're on a super carrier, but we don't have a job.
Yep.
Your job is to wait for deployment.
Yeah.
I learned how to fly super carriers.
I master my gunnery position.
Okay.
So I can just
The only thing I can do is learn how to fly fighters or super carriers.
God.
I mastered like
Super carriers takes more than one people to fly, and
Okay.
a small team of AIs.
So, a couple things. So we're just dismissed now?
Yeah, you're dismissed to go back to your quarters.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna
So,
work on that.
I would like clarification on what you actually said to them. Did you just say exactly what was on the records when you were speaking to the family?
Yes, I said exactly what's on record.
You said exactly what's on record.
Except for the fact that I accidentally swapped out me instead of them. Or us instead of them.
Okay. You did actually say...
Killed us.
You killed us!
We
God.
died. I mean, they died on the... I didn't say, like, we died. I mean, they died. I said... The entire crew... like, being overly careful whenever I mention the crew. And...
Overly sensitive.
Yeah. Well, I fucking died! Wouldn't you be sensitive too?
Especially after seeing how
I mean,
you
on
died.
the one hand,
To be honest,
did you
I'd probably
actually say
tell her
that I
if
died, or
was
did you
like in
say
real
that I
life,
was
I'd probably
cursed?
just tell
I
her.
said you died.
Okay. Honestly,
Yes,
that's
but
not
this
very
is
much of a
face.
surprise because I saw a hand go through my fucking abdomen.
Oh, you felt it too.
I felt something. So I'm mostly aware that I had died, but I'm annoyed that people wouldn't tell me that.
I said it.
I was like, God damn it, give me access to
Said it
this
during the
information.
interrogation.
And so,
Anyway,
yes.
we're
But
probably
surely-
gonna wrap up there
But
as
surely
you
you
successfully
know that your
retrieved
family can...
some very scared civilians now.
We didn't kill anybody.
There was no casualties. Just
There
a few...
was almost a casualty.
Just a few cases of post-traumatic stress disorder.
I mean,
A few days later, you get
only
an
one
update.
case of that.
Okay.
You get an update. It's a short video that's been circulating around the
It's a public
Net.
apology.
and it shows a short video of 2 dark armored individuals throwing open a door, shooting someone, and dragging the body out the door before disappearing. And the headline is "Unknown Operatives Taking Down Corporations."
Holy fudge!
That is going to corporate sabotage though.
Good glory!
And there's a whole bunch of rumors saying it's a rival corporation, a new piracy group.
What happened to his family?
It literally is like unknown assailants,
It's like less than 10
families
seconds of video.
missing, Captain
No, I'm kidding.
unable to reach
You're both on camera!
Captain John.
Yep.
Captain John unable to reach family. They
Unable-
all died.
Yeah, but unable to reach any immediate family. No comment from Bob Incorporated.
All incorporated, huh?
Uh-huh.
God.
From the look of the video, it seems frightening the speed at which things happen. You just see the door barely stand up before an impact in the chest, falling over, then
Blood splattering the wall.
no blood spatter, but like
it's a laser
dark,
weapon.
well, it was a dart, but a dark spot on the chest.
So they're probably went like
It's
this.
it's sort of a grainy footage.
Probably just had like a little bit of shooting of blood. Just
The,
Probably should've wiped
the
the
image
cameras.
of the shooter.
Yeah.
The image of the shooter was only there for like a frame or two before it fuzzes into indistinctness as the invisibility was still on.
Oh
And-
god.
And another, and a tall
That's
individual
what they're
runs,
showing!
and
Then this person just...
it's like,
That's amazing.
and another one races in, grabs him, tosses him over the shoulder, and runs out.
me.
I didn't realize they were showing our footage!
And on his back, you can obviously see a massive fuck off gun. It is footage of you. Like, it is pretty obvious whatever
why,
gear using is
I wonder what
top of the
our
line.
black
The black ones think of us.
I mean, the military's gonna have to make a statement about this at some point anyway.
No,
she probably knows
corporate
that
sabotage.
us.
Probably.
That's what the military is going to.
Yeah.
The
quietly
whole
say.
thing only lasts about 10 seconds.
What does our
If
criminal contact think about this?
We don't know.
you're not in contact.
Like, there was genocide against an entire race. There's gonna have to be something said.
Alright, that is where we're ending for tonight.
This is just corporate sabotage, if anybody asks.
We're just corporate employees.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
Black Ops sabotaging. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure you can tell what a Black Ops looks like.
Well, yes, but corporate.
That's like
has
us
no
knowing
money.
what a CIA agent looks like.
Even though we're ending the session, have we heard any information about the planet that we don't know the name of? Because I want to know what the fuck happened.
There was a lot more survivors out in like less populated areas.
Okay.
It's
I
just
know,
that
sure,
the
bullshit
major
numbers.
settlements were kind of completely screwed over as it spread from unknown carriers. That
So the people without radios.
basically people in the wilderness. There's a big story of a couple who didn't even know it was all happening as they took a several month long journey into the mountains and come back and basically all the relatives are dead.
None of their families are dead. They were planning on getting married, but now no one can show up to
It was
their
the
wedding
honeymoon.
because everyone they knew was dead. Oh.
Oh, it's the honeymoon. They already
Here's
got
the
married.
honeymoon. They
Okay,
went
that's
on
fine
a several
then.
month honeymoon out into the beautiful
That's fine.
mountains.
That's fine.
They had all these supplies.
Their family doesn't need to.
Especially made. Yeah.
As long as they weren't like eloping.
No, they weren't.
God
Yeah,
damn.
well,
You know how terrible that'd be? You can't marry her! I'm eloping! Leaves, comes back, everyone's
Everyone's
just dead.
That'd be so terrible.
Yeah, okay.
Did we
damn.
do this?
I assume we don't level up from that one little thing.
No.
That
This
was
is
lots of fun.
That wasn't even battle. That was
Oh, I know.
like a few hacking of security, a few poor hacking of security cameras. They were very high tech security cameras.
Totally.
And then shooting
Almost
them.
killed someone.
It's scaring
but
the
we
shit
didn't.
out of someone.
Scaring
We didn't.
people.
We took the pacifist route and it was good. It worked out. This was the correct course of action.
I so want to use this gun.
This is why we didn't let him shoot anyone.
I want to use my gun though.
Well, it wouldn't have been on camera. Besides ours. But our footage goes to...
Our footage is now all over the interwebs.
No.
It's the
That was
footage
for
of the camera in
cameras. That
in
was
his
the
office.
camera.
I know, but there's still footage of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not from our suits.
Yeah.
Our suits show us quietly breaking in.
Wait a second. Was that Bob Incorporated that published that? Or the military?
who published the video?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's probably privately published. By,
It's like privately released.
you know that guy you left
It was the
recording in
guy!
the corner?
It was the security guy!
It was absolutely the security guy.
That's all the footage he had of you. That's it. Nothing else. It's less than 10 seconds of footage of people breaking and shooting again. Guy
have your boss.
What the fuck?
He puts the audio in. We have your boss.
God.
Oh.
You guys are now boogeymen.
Good.
We did pretty damn Well,
That's even better. I love being
Like
Boogeyman.
it's like a Spartan squad.
So next-
landing in
next
front of your
session-
house, breaking in and just
Next
stealing
session
your
will be my
farm.
last session.
oh,
I can always join in through Discord, but
yeah.
probably not.
It's hard to
Well,
do
at least we'll
Discord
know when the
and-
comms go down. I had to say it.
Okay.
Had to.
Well, that was fun.
That was wonderful.
Because I leave Thursday next in 2 weeks.
That I can provide you with enjoyable experiences, even if they are vastly different from what you expected.
Yeah.
I'm sure you expected like a big armed citadel. It's like no, it's a house.
Partially.
It's
It's
yeah.
a house.
This was easier.
Fortified exoplanet. I expected fucking turrets shooting us down.
How'd you expect us to get past the shield?
Exactly. You could hack it.
Oh.
There's
I wanna eat this,
passcode
unless you
to
wanna
pass
stop
through
me.
the shield.
Oh.
I want to eat this unless you want to stop me.
Well, they're not gonna
Is there
stop
two?
Yeah.
I want one.
You pass me my jacket.
But
So am I getting a
that
home
and
ride
basketball.
with you, Derek, or with them?
me. Whatever.
I don't think you know where Jake's is.
But yeah, so
So I'll probably
Let's
go
probably
with.
stop the stream. I just remembered.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you, Derek.
Okay.
See you
all next time, and as always, cuddle in below.